easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheme. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds, they can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me.
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, So I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see is a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
To the test and you know I lace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase, so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race, so I'll make that back. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time, so I gotta make moves.
I wanna do. I got plans, got schemes that I follow through. I make all my gains from what I produce. I don't lose, I learn, don't get confused. Peace in the dark, cause I work fucking hard. So many nights sitting in the graveyard, cause they lost to the grind, but that's fine as a start. To do something great, sacrifice is a part of it. It's just the start of it. You can't start then quit, you have to harness this, cause energy is bliss. And when I swing I miss, but then I swing and hit. So I'ma swing again, and I'ma swing again. Then I'll be taking off, cause I don't wait or pause. I got the game unlocked, I never mind the clock. I take the last shot, I got a fast cross. Villain energy, cause I'm the last boss.
Test and you know I lace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase, so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race, so I'll make that back. Got a lot of dreams that I make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time, so I gotta make moves.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking clout. If you're raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. I tell you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Oh shit, oh, it's about to play again. Oh, turn the loop off. There we go. There we go. Like I said, still amateur hour over here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Impromptu Live, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the late show tonight because we're kind of early. What is up, folks?
Yeah, thank you for doing it early because, dude, I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning. For what reason, I have no idea. I don't know, man. I couldn't sleep, so I started playing some Call of Duty.
Shit, all you've been playing is the story mode anyway. You don't play a multiplayer.
No, because I have a ritual. Any new Call of Duty that comes out, it doesn't matter what it is. I play the story mode first, then I go play online.
Hey, yo, Vault, I'm sorry I didn't hop in last night, bro. Like, when you told me you were going to do one, I was like, all right, he'll be doing in a little while. I ended up going to sleep. So I'm going to start taking, like, when you say a little bit, I'm taking a little bit as like 2.5, 3 hours, bro. But I saw you went live earlier and shit. Oh,
yo, Dave, I owe you one for that horse shit.
Yeah, I told him. He mad at your ass. All right, so let me tell you guys what's happening, right? So apparently Miss Truth and Mr. David Willcutt there in chat started colluding against Bass here. So the other day I had to go over there and change the filament in Bass's 3D printer, and while I was over there, they got into the cahoots, and they was like, yo, I'm gonna fuck with all his 3D prints, because you guys remember a few shows back that a few of his 3D prints were like kind of like moved and everything. Well, she went in there and just rearranged his whole shit, right? And then she's like, yo, I want to know when he calls. So Bash usually gets home. I don't know why he got home so late, but he called me at like 7:15 and was like, yo, what the fuck? All my prints are moved. He's like, Iron Man head sitting on top of the fucking Moon Knight. He's like, The whole time she's fucking laughing on the side, and I'm like, oh shit. All right, so
that shit wasn't funny, dude.
So the next day I go over there, and the first thing he says to me when I walk in the door is like, yo, you see that shit? He's like, I haven't moved it since I start looking at it. I'm like, yo, I gotta tell you the truth. Yo, fucking Willcutt and Miss True fucking put you up. They set that shit up. Oh, he was fucking hot.
Yeah,
He was like, Willcutt? All right, I'm gonna get his ass.
Yeah, when you get your hoodies and shit, you're gonna open that shit to a stink bomb, bro. That's just gonna go off right in your face.
Foof. She got mad at me because I told him the truth and shit. But man, it was the first thing he did. First thing he said to me when I walked in the door was like, "Yo, you see them prints right there? That shit wasn't like that." I started laughing. I was like, "Yeah, I got to tell you the truth. They fucking Dave and her set you up." So what's going on, everybody? How are you this evening? You see, this, I got a big ass cup of coffee tonight, and look, I put a Bigfoot on there. You see that shit? Yeah.
Wow, you got a copy me though.
Whatever. I had this made before you had yours done, so shut up.
My shit look better.
That shit's still too hot, man. I can't drink that yet. But I was gonna make a night owl, but I decided to go with hot coffee. So I'm gonna go ahead and say what's up, everybody in chat. How are you guys doing this evening? Titan, Willcutt, yeah, Bass gonna get your ass, Willcutt. Arlene, Blues, what's up, brother? Let's see, GNA, how are you? Doxy, Sue, Holly, Gregory, what's up? Bear,
Typhon, I see you out there.
Typhon, Vault, what's going on? I'm gonna drop this link in chat in a second. I'm just scrolling up, say what's up to everybody. Godson, what's up? I saw you up there earlier. I just want to say, yo, for all you guys that came over and new subscribers, welcome, dude. You'll see that it's a chill ass vibe over here. But if you need to, go look up. I'm not trying to be a dick here. Just go look up the definition for impromptu, and you will see that's exactly what this show is about and what this channel is about. Plus, you'll see that there's a lot of blue guys in the chat there. Those are my blue meanies. So, yeah, and their nuke buttons are primed. Just putting that out there. But other than that, we're chill as fuck over here. You know what I mean? I do want to promote this.
Burger?
What happened?
Did you talk to Burger about tomorrow? About the trying to get him to talk?
No, I'm gonna pop that shit on him as a surprise.
That's not good.
Yeah,
that's not gonna work out
well. I might just put my fucking phone on and record him, but
yeah.
I want to do a shameless plug here. This Friday night at 10:30, we will be interviewing Mr. J.D. Ross from the Weird Wide Podcast. Go over and check him out on YouTube. He's also on TikTok at Dudiest Weirdo. Fucking funny dude, man. It's gonna be a fun show.
Yeah, I started looking at his stuff. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool.
Yo, funny. It's funny shit, right?
Yeah.
One of his latest shows was they talk about the Art Bell Area 51 caller.
Yeah.
So you know what? Let's touch on that for a second.
You guys know, because there's a part 2 to that, right?
Yeah, I know about the part 2. Hold on, let me drop this in chat. Copy on that. Get off the screen layer.
But I don't know which call is more epic. Was it the Area 51 caller or the one where the dude got shot down? Where somebody cleaned it up and you could hear the jets fly by him? And then you could hear the big ass guns going off?
I think it was that one. But I don't know because... All right, we'll get into both of these calls.
All right.
So,
all right. Okay.
I don't know which one happened first. But they both happened on like kind of open lines. One was an Area 51 employee call-in line, and another one was just like an open call-in line, I believe. So the Area 51 call-in line, right? They had some pretty interesting calls on that show. But the one that stood out Now, remember, this is Art Bell. This happened back in the 90s. Live syndicated radio broadcast. You know what I mean? He takes his call, and it's this dude who sounds panicked and shit. And he's like, and he begins to say that he's been released from his work. He was worked at Area
medical
50,
discharge.
released on a medical discharge. He used to work at Area 51. And he started saying that pretty much the things that they think of as aliens aren't really aliens. They're interdimensional beings that have taken over certain aspects of like the military industrial complex, right? And then he starts to panic a little bit, and he says he gets on to saying that there are areas in the world where they could start moving the population to, but they want a lot of these major population centers wiped out, right? And then the call starts breaking up. Look, comes in and out, and then he says he started getting, right when he says he started getting sick, right about that point, the fucking call goes dead, right? Dead air, right? What happened was they came back online. Art started talking about it, and they had to start playing like the Mark Furman tapes as like fucking backup or some shit. But what happened was something knocked their satellite out as this call was going on. Yep. And they don't know what the hell did that shit. So,
But the call got knocked out on air. But
on air, live air.
And the gentleman that was with him was able to listen through
it. Yeah, they finished the rest of the call with the dude before it got really knocked out. Go back and go look up the Art Bell Area 51 call. Matter of fact, look up the Art Bell. Matter of fact, look up the what's going on, Vault?
What's going on? I did not make those calls.
But yeah, go look up the Art Bell just Area 51 employee call-in line show, and that's a pretty damn good show. Now the second call.
Well, I can't eat the wrong time.
The second show was this gentleman. Art had gotten a fax from this lady, and she was like, "Yo, Art, pick up your cell phone, pick up your whatever line. My boyfriend's trying to call you. He's flying into Area 51." So he ends up picking up the line, and it's this dude in a plane, and he verifies that it's this dude. He verifies it's his girlfriend that sent him, and the conversation continues to go as this. This guy decided to build a plane and fly into Area 51 because he wanted to know what was up there. Like he painted medical crosses on it and shit like that. And he turned off his radio. You could hear somebody cleaned up the audio, and you could hear all this shit in the background now. They send jets up after him. They start rocking their wings at him, and they take off. And he starts saying, "Yo, don't get too close. Like your shit's like twin tornadoes will fucking tear his plane apart." Right? So he starts talking. He starts saying he's gonna get low, and then he says, "Man, there's something opening up on the ground." And Art's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, some kind of gun with a big barrel on that shit." And then boom, boom. Boom! You could hear this cannon fucking thing shooting at him, and he's like, "Oh hell, they're shooting at me now!" And you could hear him. He said, "Oh baby, I'm going in," and then the fucking call dies. Right? And Art comes on there, and he's like, "Listen, I don't know what we just heard. All I know is I got a fax saying my boyfriend was trying to call fly into Area 51, pick up your line." And that's what happened. If I'm not mistaken, didn't they say Art get in contact with that guy's girl, or she sent him an email a few weeks later and said she still hadn't heard from him?
Yep.
Yeah, go listen to that. That shit I love that one.
Especially when they cleaned it up, man.
I don't everything. Listen to it.
That shit. Boom, boom. Boom! Like what? Go listen to that shit.
Oh yeah, you can hear the jets whiz by.
What's up, Willcutt?
David did it.
I used to love. Like,
Dave, you gotta go pump some more quarters in the machine, Dave.
He's probably in a battery system there. Like I remember, you used to have the PSP, and you had that one Art Bell channel where it used to play just nothing but Art Bell. Like every episode the whole episode.
Yeah.
And some of my favorites are John Lear and Malachi Martin.
Where'd Vault go?
I'm not.
There he is.
So Dave, I owe you one for that horse shit.
I said I don't need to listen to it. Yeah, it's.
So was you little jumpy bass?
He was. He's like, yo, what the fuck?
What's Bass jumping for?
Because, all right, you remember a couple shows ago?
These assholes.
You remember a couple shows ago when his 3D prints were moved?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
the wife and Mr. Willcutt decided to play a little trick on Bass, and she went over there and moved all of his 3D prints around and shit, like totally moved them around. As soon as he got home, he fucking called me and was like, yo, my fucking 3D print. He's like, yo, did you touch my 3D prints? I was like, nah, man, I just went in there and changed the filament on your thing and left. He's like, yo, what the fuck? All these things are like shifted all over the place. I'm like, I don't know. Right? So I went over there the next day, and the first thing he says to me is like, yo, look at those 3D prints. He's like, look at them. The Guyver's moved. I'm like, yo, it was.
I got him better. I got him better because his stuff was moving while he was on air, and he was the only one there.
Yeah.
Well, he's a little upset.
Hey Bass, where are you sitting at tonight? You mean tell you?
Don't start with that horse shit.
What's up,
watch your ride and reel in the corner.
No, you must be talking about in the living room because I don't have one in my room. I got something about in there, but that's not a rod and reel.
Hop in, Rogue.
You could, you'll catch some fish with it if you point it in the right direction, but it's not a rod and reel.
Nah, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you tonight. I wouldn't do that to you tonight. You were freaking out enough that night.
Nah, man, that shit wasn't cool, bro. People were seeing stuff like walk behind me and whatnot.
He was jumping around more than a Mexican jumping bean.
Look, the bottles. He'd move a bottle and he would turn. That was hilarious.
Nah, I was more.
Rogue, grab that link.
More nervous about when I freaking woke up in the morning.
All right.
Dave, you remember that? You remember that shit? I took a picture, and you see me set that shit up on live stream. Then all of a sudden, that shit is completely shifted. I'm like, all right.
Yep.
And I was like, yo, if it's moved, I will send you a pic in the morning. I think I sent you the pic at like, did I send you that shit at like 8:30 in the morning or something like that?
This shit's still too hot, man.
Well, y'all, I've got to go get in the shower. I got something, like I said, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a live stream. If y'all around, jump. I had somebody ask me to show them something today, and the easiest way I know to show them is tomorrow's show. I'm going to be showing the way I hold a pistol. I'm going to show you a way to pull a pistol and fire a pistol without using the sights, and it will work for anybody in here as long as you listen to do what I tell you to do.
That sounds cool. Everybody turn in the Vault channel. That gonna be midday or?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be about 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock your time, 12 o'clock Eastern.
12 o'clock my time, which would be
1 o'clock here.
1 o'clock for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like Miss Cat had her first day at work today, and it went spectacular.
Nice. Congrats, Miss Cat. I'm glad. Did she enjoy it? Is it like awesome?
She said it was.
Nice.
Right now she's eating. So
nice. Glad you enjoy it, Cat.
Thank you.
I mean, she's not icing her wrist down from all the writing she had to do.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's
all the writing she had to do.
Yeah, she ought to do
writing
today, wasn't it?
Well, it was some paperwork, and then she was beating the snot out of the computer up there because the computer wouldn't let her log in. David said you didn't hit the right button.
I know I didn't.
Oh, She's pushing the wrong buttons again, huh?
Mhm. Look, she had fun apparently because they brought a dog in there and everything else. One of those comfort dogs they got
They're trying to calm me down.
they got a party going on, dude. They got a food court and all kind of stuff in that damn place.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. He said that's the only thing she's used to is seeing the kids and stuff. She said the parents don't really make eye contact, but the kids will zoom right in on you.
Oh, I bet.
But
No, that is a fulfilling job. Like I wouldn't. Sometimes if you like what you do, it's not really a job. You know what I mean?
like I said, when she talked to me at lunch, she's like, half the equipment's in boxes. She's going. I know what you know how hard it was. She said for her not to go over and start unboxing stuff and setting it up because of her OCD.
Why is it just sitting in boxes though?
Because it's all new everything is new. They got the top of the line, all new machines.
Oh, okay. So they just like kind of haven't gotten to setting it all up yet.
Well, it's
so many different research departments.
yeah, they got so many different research departments, and hers is the newest one.
Okay.
So I'm talking about she's got all new equipment, all new everything.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. She says she got they got her the Lamborghini of dissection machines.
Nice stuff. Those kids get a lot of funding and they get good equipment.
Well, Lamborghini's made by Audi's. Audi's pretty reliable, so yeah.
The Lamborghini of dissection machines.
Yeah.
In other words, she better not bring a big old stick of bologna in there. She'll have so many damn bologna sandwiches fixed up.
I tell you the best part about that place is St. Jude's Children's Hospital. If you look it up, all the children that are in there, their treatment is for free.
Yep.
Their families, they all stay for free. Their food, their lodging, they never get a bill. All of it's free, and that's all from donations. So that place is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
I want to do something, y'all, for St. Jude's for Christmas. I was going to get Truth and Bass, Rogue, anybody that wants to participate. I'm going to do some. These are going to be little made-up stories. Like I'm going to do something like the Yeti that helped Santa Claus. Like make up a little booklet and carry up there and give to the kids. Something that we can kind of put together like a I don't know, kind of like a I don't know if you call it a fictional, a novel, or do it like a comic book. I don't know what would be easier, y'all.
The Puckwudgie who stole Christmas.
Yeah, the Puckwudgie that stole Christmas. See, that's what I'm saying. Make up some of the ones. I figure between now and Christmas, we'd have enough time to put something together to give to the kids and donate it under Nightmare Nation.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm going to tell you one more thing, too, about this hospital. It was founded back in 1963 by Danny Thomas. Mm-hmm. And he founded this hospital, and he made it so that at the time, there's a lot of things going on in that area in Memphis.
It was racist, bad. We still had racial equality and stuff like that going on.
But he made the hospital so that any child from any country, any diversity, any color, any religion could come there and get treated.
Yeah, he was one of the ones they tried to boycott. I remember they tried to boycott that hospital because he made it mixed race.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter who you are, what religion you are, where you come from, the color of your skin, you're going to get treated. For free. That's
why I like St. Jude's. Is like I said, that's one of the things that most people don't know about that hospital. It's cool that you learned it.
It's cool that they taught them. Yeah. Yep.
So Typhon, what's the question, bro? No Krampus is scary. No Krampus is scary for kids. Bad idea. Oh.
No, not Krampus. Look, these kids.
How Mothman helped Santa fly his reindeer sled or something, like with his glowing eyes. I don't know, some weird shit.
or how
Dogman
Bigfoot
pulls
helped.
Santa sleigh.
How Bigfoot helped Santa save Christmas when the sleigh got stolen.
Tracked him down and ate him. See,
If anything, we try to see if we can get them make colored books. Because kids love coloring.
Like for
That
donations.
shouldn't be hard. It's just the mass printing of it. That would be the problem.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
yeah, Arlene, that's cool. I donate through UPS, right? And they send out a thing every year. Oh, hold up.
Dude, I don't understand. My neck keeps kicking me out. I don't know what the fuck. But yeah, I was thinking, look, you got to think about something. These kids are going through some of the roughest stuff. I don't think you could scare them. But this is the thing. I don't want to do it scary. I want to do something like, cartoony, comical. I figure for Christmas with them.
Like tongue in cheek type stuff.
Yeah, like I said,
You said a Christmas Bigfoot or something.
yeah, like the zombies that the zombie elves help Santa Claus or some stupid stuff like that. Like I said, they're going to be made up stories. Like I said, I'm going. Me and Kat's going to get together and see what we can come up with. And like I said, my thing is, I didn't know if we wanted to do it with some kind of like in a adult novel or do it. I don't know how to do no damn comic book. So we're gonna need somebody that's an artist. I wonder who besides Kat who the artist is.
K-Talk, that's awesome.
Hold on.
Awesome.
There's a little dude in here named Rogue.
Yeah, I might be able to put something together, man. Especially.
I was just thinking, like I said, something for the kid. We can do that as part of Nightmare Nation Christmas. To do that, I was wanting to do a family drive like we did last year, but instead of doing that, instead of helping like one or two families, why don't we just help a bunch of kids? Get together, because you can have these things printed. If we can get the stories together and get like the artist, the artwork done, we can, for a couple of $100, we can have like several hundred of these damn things printed up and just give them to the children.
Squatch dressed as Santa.
Yep. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Instead of
old Squatch as Santa. Yeah.
Instead of doing
have Santa sick and Sasquatch helps save Christmas.
Well, I said I was figuring instead of helping one or two families, why not help a whole hospital full of kids that they're going to be stuck in the hospital for Christmas?
Good point. That's a good point.
Well, I said, we did.
You know what? I would love to 3D print something for that.
Okay. Like I said, we could start raising money like next week or whatever to see if we can get the money up to, like I said, have the stuff printed up. If we write the stories and like you and Rogue come up with it, I ain't no fucking artist. I don't do artwork. So, if y'all come up with some kind of art to stick to each story, like you can go to, there's a printing company. Don't that thing you use, Truth, won't they do a printed book or something, Canva?
Yeah. Let me see. I can bring it up right now. I'll tell you.
Well,
I can go.
Well, what do you think about you got PayPal? Why don't we do this right here? Say sometimes next week or whenever you feel like it, we'll do a couple of live streams to see about raising money to help the kids and have them send it to your PayPal. That way you can use it to pay Canva to print this stuff out for the kids. What do you think about that?
Yep, that'd work.
Screen, what is that thing doing? Let me see.
What about just printing up like little Bigfoot dressed as Santa Claus as Christmas ornaments?
Yeah, we can do something like that. I was thinking
and that way, like
we could even
a couple of days before going there, we write down every kid's name on each Christmas ornament.
Dude, you know how many kids is in there? The floor she's on has 600 and something kids.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, and Cat's on the 5th floor.
How many floors is there?
There's 13, I think. No, it's 14. That's not counting the basement. But like I said, I was thinking of something like, I was thinking like for, if nothing else, I got an idea. If we could take in, it'll do for the little kids too. Like make little stories, and instead of colorizing the pictures, fix it where they can color them themselves.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Make coloring books.
Idea. Coloring books are a good idea.
Well, I said I was just thinking of something. I don't know if everybody in the chat likes that idea. Like I'm just thinking, instead of helping 1 or 2 families, there's going to be hundreds of these kids in this hospital that are going to be stuck there. They can't go home. There's one little boy she talked to today. He's got 4 months before he can go home. He can't leave that wing of that hospital for 4 months.
Dang.
It's just the isolation wing because they're doing bone marrow treatments and stuff on him.
Yep. He's got to be isolated from any germs.
Yep. See, that's what I'm saying. I just figured that would be a good one this year. We did a family last year. Why don't we do something for the Children's Hospital this year under Nightmare Nation? We can kind of in the next couple
I like
weeks
it.
Work out all the details and figure out what we're going to do. Like I said, do it under Nightmare Nation and have on the back of it, have everybody from Nightmare Nation that's involved. Bass, Truth, Rogue, me, Mr. Don, Cat, whoever's involved in it, have them, have their name on the back of it or, however. And have Merry Christmas,
No, that sounds good. Yeah, I'll look into the options with Canva to see what we can do.
All right.
Yeah, you give me a story. I can draw some shit up.
Well, I said I got a couple ideas for. Now look, I ain't the greatest making up stories, but I think I can come up with a couple of kids ones. I was pretty good at it with the boys. It may sound goofy as crap, but the kids usually like it. Like I said, I was just.
I got one question.
I didn't do it.
How many of us are going to have to show up to help hand out the books and all, dressed up as elves?
No, we'll have to let Cat carry them in and let the nurses just they won't let anybody tour anymore or nothing.
Okay.
You have to, if you ain't got an appointment there or you don't work there, you ain't getting in there no more. There's more cops there than that. There's got to be a donut shop around there somewhere. As many cops as on that fucking place.
It's probably Krispy Kreme.
That's how it is at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia too. Same thing. You can't.
Yeah,
I don't allow electrical work there. You can't get in there unless you got an appointment. If you don't have no business there, they're not allowed in.
Nope. There's 2 cops. There's 2 cops and a guard shack at every fucking gate. Then the parking structures have 2 cops at the bottom and 2 cops at the top. Every building's got at least 1 cop on each floor. So yeah, you fuck up if you want to over there, you going to jail.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be. To protect
They're guarded more than Fort Knox.
That's the way it should be.
And it should be, because to me, what's in that hospital is more important than gold, silver, or anything else.
Yep.
Well, I said,
should be armed. Should be guarded like Fort Knox, just like Willcutt said. But everybody knows ain't nothing in Fort Knox, though.
No, but like I said, I think it's cool that they got a crew that comes through there with golden retrievers and stuff that let help the kids, pet them and stuff like that. Those dogs are not allowed to go except to the hospital, and then they go back to a secure place where they can be, there's no germs. Nobody but those kids are handling them. I think that's cool. I didn't realize all this went on there until she was telling me today of all the stuff.
Hey, K-Talk, I'm glad. That's awesome that your nephew is cancer free. That shit's great, and that just shows you what they
Congratulations.
can do that shit shows you what they could do at at that hospital. How they care about the kids, which it should
Well,
be
I
like
said,
that everywhere.
the excuse me, the department she's in. I said that there's three technicians that do the same thing she does. Then they have the doctor, and they only report to that doctor. All they're doing is they're she's I wish she was in here because she's wasting my. I don't understand half this shit. I just shake my head a lot and okay, because I didn't realize from those slides she does. There's an enzyme they can put on there, and she can put it in that certain machine. They can tell which direction that cancer is growing. If it's growing down, up, to the left, or to the right, and they can tell that way they can pinpoint the treatment because she's working with the brain, the cancer brain part. Now, I did not know they could tell which direction that tumor was growing. That way, they could cut the paths off. Her slices are twice as thin as a human hair.
Damn.
That,
I'm glad she's enjoying the job.
oh, dude, she come in just glowing today, just smiling.
I was just gonna ask you that. I was like, yo, how big was the smile on her face when she walked in the door today?
Shit, she was glowing from here. And I was loving every minute of it. Like I said, I love, especially seeing somebody happy like that. I love that. Like I said,
I'm just happy I ain't got to dress up as an elf.
Oh, Chase not that far from there, is he?
We'd have to dress you up like an Oompa Loompa. Chase would have to be the elf.
So
what happened? Dave got kicked out.
I don't know. So let me address two things. All right. So Typhon, the artist who does my intro music is called Neffix, Neffex. He's on YouTube, and he does like all of his stuff is like copyright free, and he's awesome. He drops songs like every Wednesday. So
dude, I think I just seen one the other day where he did one with Eminem. I'm not too sure.
I
don't.
I think it was him just on the Eminem beat, but that shit was awesome.
Okay.
So yeah, the artist who does the intro music is Neffex, Neffex, and he's got a bunch of songs. And yes, I do have an Xbox gamer tag. The Xbox gamer tag is, guess what? The Truth 016. And Bass, what's yours? Well, Bass has like 8 gamer tags, but he won't give his out online. You'd have to. Yeah,
you gotta find me.
Yeah, you gotta find them. You can find them on my friends list though. And
let me guess, once you see the friends list, it's easy to figure out.
And Titan, I think
well, no, if you know,
Titan, not Typhon, Titan. I think the blood moon is going to be tomorrow because it's a clear sky tonight, and anytime there's anything cool like that, fucking the sky's clouded over.
Yep.
So I'm guaranteeing it's going to be tomorrow night because the sky's clear tonight. It
it's
always
definitely
happens.
To be tomorrow night.
It always happens. Like I guarantee you. Look, it's clear tonight, right? Tomorrow in the evening, watch how it starts clouding over. You'll see the chemtrails.
Dude,
You'll see
I got out of work and the moon was shining. I got out of work and the moon was shining. I'm like, holy shit! Yeah, you still got all the pieces for the telescope?
Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't this like first time in like 300 some odd years we're getting this moon or something like that?
I don't know about that, but I know it's going to be the last time we're going to see it till like 2025, 2026.
But Bass, I didn't tell you, right? So the other morning, pardon me. The other morning, I was walking out of UPS to go like open up a trailer. I look up, and like where I'm facing, I look this way, right? And I shit you not, there was like some huge fucking like streak going through the sky, hitting the horizon, dude. I don't know what the hell it was. I was like, what the fuck was that? Because I ran inside and got, I think I got Nick, the other supervisor. I was like, yo, dude, come out here. Nothing was there. But that, whatever it was, that shit was massive, and it went streaking past, and it left a big trail.
Dude, you call me at 6 o'clock in the morning for dumb shit. You didn't call me about that?
No. Nah, not that time, no.
Oh yeah, I got to email you fellas, but I heard you had a bright idea, and all I'm gonna say is, I'm down. All right,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Okay.
So, here, bro, look in private chat, man. I heard, you might be interested in some things, right? So, me and Walt were talking last night, and I was like, yo, he said what you were interested in. I was like, I got a name for it. There you go. I'm not gonna put it on. I don't want to blurt it out on YouTube, or
Oh, that's cool. That's
or
cool.
change it, or instead of that last part, change it to this, right? Am I spelling it right?
Well, you definitely misspelled that one word.
I'm spelling like Moulin Rouge type.
Yeah, you misspelled that word.
I knew. Yeah, it's like there we go. That's the second one.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah, I
can't
do
spell.
like that.
I can't spell worth a shit, dude. What's going on with me tonight?
Dude, I don't even know what the hell you're trying to say.
Rose
gets it,
Gallery.
though.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I said it out loud.
Okay.
I said it out loud. It's cool. I like it though.
Yeah, what the hell is wrong with my fingers? Hold on. There we go.
That's
All right, now
disgusting.
I'm good. What?
I do it
No,
too,
no.
but that's still nasty. You're gonna have
Yeah.
arthritis when you're like 56. You ain't gonna be able to make a fist.
Listen, I'll be fine. I'm all right. So what's going on, guys? So, yo, you guys in chat, what have you guys been checking out the little like minute-long videos I've been dropping? What paranormal creatures from around the world? Paranormal legends.
I have.
from the
They're
world?
cool as shit, dog. I like them.
I'm surprised that is it because of the meta thing that you're allowed to like post shit with music now? I have to like, because I was for sure thinking that Truth Is Out There video was gonna get fucking taken down ASAP.
Shit, the body hit the floor one should have been taken down.
Yeah, well, maybe because
Like,
it's off. Maybe it's because it's off of TikTok. I don't know.
Yeah, that was cool.
Give it a couple of days. I'll play for
Is
like
it a myth or a? What'd you say? A myth or a?
Monster or experiment.
Yeah. That was cool. That was cool.
So yeah, I'm gonna start dropping a few of those. I get the next one. The next one I'm gonna do is Bigfoot. I'm gonna find some cool pictures for that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off of here, but I'm gonna get at you boys later. All right.
All right, no problem.
Yes,
Have you
sir.
seen? I have
Talk to you
not
later.
seen the movie Nope yet. It's on my list of things to watch. I just haven't gotten around to see it. I'll tell you what, though. Now that we're on the, thank you, Titan, for bringing up the topic of movies, because I have some I want to talk about here. So, has anybody ever seen that movie, Knives Out, with Daniel Craig? The one where
Daniel
you-
Craig, Chris
The one where-
Evans.
Yeah, the one where he plays like the fucking foghorn leghorn detective and shit.
Dude, it's a crazy. Me personally, I watched like half of it, then I fell asleep. It seemed like a wild ass version of Clue.
It is. It pretty much is. Well, they got another one coming out, and this one's called the
Really?
Glass. Yeah, this one's called the Glass Onion, right? And it's the cast in it is going to be crazy. It's Ed Norton, Dave Bautista, Daniel Craig, the chick who played the witch in the fucking what was the Marvel show, Scarlet and Red. Wisdom.
Scarlet.
Yeah, the Scarlet Witch chick, the Scarlet Witch show that was on Disney. the lady who played the witch bad guy or whatever. I didn't watch the show, so I don't know. But
Oh, the bad guy.
Yeah, she's gonna be in the movie
Oh.
too. That shit looks pretty good. Go check out the trailer. It's called Glass Onion: A Knives Out Story. Right. Another one I came across. It is called Knock at the Cabin. So the trailer is this family camping at a cabin, and then these four people show up, and they like take them hostage, and they say, "Yo, we got to kill you to stop an apocalypse. We got to pretty much kill you to stop an apocalypse or some shit like that, right?" Guess who the main character is in that movie? Fucking Dave Bautista. Imagine Dave Bautista with his big ass being a big fucking occultist or whatever it is, banging on your door, talking about he's got to kill you to stop an apocalypse. That shit looks crazy. That movie looks crazy as hell. I'm going to watch it too.
What's it
It's
called?
got to be straight to streaming, right? Straight to streaming.
It's called Knock at the Cabin. Dude, I went down the rabbit hole yesterday. I don't know who's coming. Typhon. I don't know. I don't know who's coming out with these titles. But and then there's another one coming out. It's called The Menu. And I think you guys are familiar with Ralph Fiennes. He was in The Kingsman, I believe it was. He was also he played M in the Daniel Craig James Bonds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on Hulu, what you're talking about.
Yep, it's called The Menu, and he's supposed to be like a chef, and he turns like this dinner party into like a fucking hunting party where they start hunting the rich. That's gonna be really good. Hold on, I'm gonna go on my phone because I wrote down a few of these.
I wonder if they're going to play the Aerosmith song to that.
Oh, what am I doing here? Get off of that. Like I sat down, I sat down and I like watched a few trailers, and I was like, "Yo, these look really good." So I wrote them down too.
That one that Adam tagged us in the other day, that should look pretty good too.
Okay. So we talked about The Menu, right? Now, did you guys see the weird videos popping up around the fucking internet of like camera zooming in on people smiling at like games and shit? They do like some like weird Joker smile, like.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So you know that was viral marketing for a movie?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I just came across that trailer yesterday, and that movie looks creepy as shit. I don't know if I'm gonna watch that one.
Dude,
Was they doing like a Joker smile?
Dude, I don't know.
It's,
what the hell this.
All right, you know what the smile reminds me of? You remember like a few years ago they had that weird ass looking doll that was supposedly like scared the hell out of you. What the hell? It had the big, crazy looking eyes. What the hell was the name of that thing? Man?
Listen, I think they made that shit into a movie with the doll you're talking about. It's called the Grimcutty. Go look that shit up. Go look that trailer up. The Grimcutty.
Now, what was the thing Adam tagged us in the other day? The hell was the name of that movie? Now I know you watched the trailer. I can't remember the name of the show. But yeah, I got so many 3D print and disrespect comments.
Man, you still on that?
Man, they're still coming at me.
No, the smile movie, man. I gotta watch this thing. It's like, is it an entity? What the hell is chasing these people around?
I don't know, but I've seen the photos where they were at like basketball games, football games, baseball games, and like concerts and shit. Just standing very still,
still staring at the camera
with that wild ass smile on their face.
Yeah, and they would stare at the camera up until the point where the camera would notice them, and the camera would like zoom in on them and shit. And I did not know that was. I thought it was actually some weird shit going on. I didn't know it was viral marketing for a movie. Hell yeah, that's cool, viral marketing. It's in the line of fucking Blair Witch. Remember, Blair Witch has some crazy viral marketing.
Oh, the original? Yeah,
Yeah.
missed me with the part 2 though. Ugh.
No, part 2 was trash. Part 2 was trash.
Yeah, that's trash.
Listen, man, that first Blair Witch, man. I remember we walked down 42. It was me, Truth, and like a couple of my friends, man. Dude, that shit had us nervous walking out the movie theater. This was when we were like 14.
Hey, what's up, D? We what the hell was the other one? I just came across another trailer. Oh, so yeah, I just fucking came. All right, Bash. You remember I was telling you about the that movie? It was supposed to be the lady. She this female pilot. She crashes in like Afghanistan and shit. And she ends up going into like an underground bunker and finding like experiments or some shit down there, and then gets out of the bunker, meets up with the military, and then they go back. Do you remember me telling you about this shit?
Vaguely.
It's called
Yeah.
The Lair. It's called The Lair, I think it is. Dude, it's finally out. They released the trailer for it. I think it's out now.
Weren't they talking about that like 3 or 4 years ago?
No, they were talking about like maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, maybe like a year and a half ago they were talking.
I remember it vaguely.
But the story of this shit had me really interested when I read the story premise from it. So this, I think she's a British air pilot, but she gets shot down in Afghanistan, and the Taliban and whatnot start hunting her down, and she ends up going into this bunker in the side of a fucking mountain, right? She works her way down inside, hiding from the Taliban, and she comes across a bunch of genetic experiments, like super soldier type monster shits down there. And then they start getting loose. She gets out of there, and they start following her to the U.S. base that was stationed near there, who were tasked with going to find her.
Yeah, to the fob.
Yep. Then those guys end up going to this bunker and finding all this shit. I think I'm pretty here. I'm just gonna look it up on my phone real quick. I'm pretty sure that movie it's called The Lair, and that shit looks. I've been waiting for that movie for a while since I heard the story. Since I read about it. Save. But yeah, as soon as I get the opportunity, I'm watching that shit. It's right on my secret underground bases with fucking genetic experiments that military soldiers go down and start having firefights with monsters and shit. I love those kind of movies. I will watch those movies all day, even if they are trash, and most of them are.
Yeah.
But look, I'm that guy who I couldn't tell you how many countless hours I've lost watching just straight sci-fi trash. Oh shit! Listen to myself talk. But yeah, like, when they used to have, like in like the early 2000s, when they did like Sci-Fi Saturday and shit like that, I would be watching every Saturday, every movie. Like I must have seen every like giant boa movie or giant python movie they ever came out with.
Oh yeah.
Like giant python,
wasn't it giant python versus crocodile or something?
Yep.
And it was in an underground base.
Yep.
Are you guys talking about cheese? I stepped away for a minute. Are you guys talking about cheesy ass sci-fi movies?
Of course.
Yep.
All those.
That's some of the best ones. If some of those just had big movie budgets, they'd be amazing. Except dumbass Sharknado.
I've never watched that shit, and I refuse.
I watched like 30 minutes of that shit, and I was mad at myself.
I refuse to watch any of those movies because listen, this is my reenactment of the production of the meeting they had before that movie got made. Right, this guy, one of the producers, he walks in. He's like, yo, guys, sorry, I'm just coming from a party, right? And he leans over and he looks at his finger, and he still sees he's got a little coke on his finger. So he's like, oh shit. Hey guys, I was talking to somebody last night. You know what would be a great fucking idea for a movie? Sharks in a Tornado. And everybody probably is like, Yo, that fucking sounds awesome. And then we get like 12 fucking Sharknado movies. Complete trash. Telling you that's how that meeting went.
I guarantee you, he was looking at a little shark in an aquarium in an office when he come up with it.
Yeah, D.Doss can hop in, man. Like I said, we keep a chill vibe over here. So, you know what I mean? We're going to paste that in chat. Here's the link. Did I drop it? Where the hell is the link? Nah. D, you can hop in, brother, man. You're cool as shit. I like you. I love the BDRP.
Bada bang, bada boom.
Where the fuck is the thing? Like,
I just dropped it. Well, I dropped it. Well, not in my name, but it's.
I admit, dude, I loved your earlier stuff, man. When you first started coming out, I would listen to your shit every day.
Dude, I remember the one episode where you hopped on at like 2:00 in the morning after you seen whatever the hell that was that walked across the road in front of you. You were sitting outside the truck smoking a cigarette, and you said that the bones started cracking and just gave you the weird feeling.
What?
And then you didn't want to talk about it no more?
Oh, you're not. Oh, you're talking to D. I don't know. I was about to say that shit ain't never happened to me. What are you talking about?
No. Well, you called me at fucking 4:00.
I was sitting there thinking about.
You seen a Bigfoot?
I did. I don't know. Listen. I don't know if it was a big. I don't know what the fuck I saw. I'll tell you.
Nah, I'm kind of because I told you that freaking Dill was dating that one woman that lives around that area, and she had that shit standing back by her barn that was about 8 feet tall with the same color eyes.
So you want to hear something weird, right? In that same area, this was a couple months ago. Pete, one of the other supervisors, he said he was on his way. He was leaving UPS. This is after the sort. Yo, what's up, D? Yo, can you hear me?
Yo.
But Pete was he called me immediately. He was like, "Yo, Watts, yo, what the fuck? I just saw some shit." I'm like, "Yo, what
you know what I'm saying?"
Yeah.
Let me grab my head.
Yo, I can hear you now.
I was really just gonna jump in chat, but
nah, what's up, D?
I appreciate y'all. Let me come on.
What's going on?
No problem. Hey, listen, it's open invitation for whoever wants to come on, man. You know what I mean? But Pete called me up and he's like, "Yo, Watts, I just saw some shit." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yo, I saw something gray moving super fast in the woods."
Wow.
And he said it was the length of a couch. And he's like, "I thought it was a fucking
2 seconds, gents.
Yep. He's like, "Yo, I thought it was a fucking rhinoceros." But he said it was the size of a couch and it had a tail on it and it was moving super fast through the woods.
Where, by UPS?
Yeah, the same area, general area where I guess Dill's girl saw that shit.
Oh, so basically, if you're pulling out of UPS, instead of making a left to go to the bridge, you go straight because she lived down that road.
Yeah, you go straight. He saw that shit over there. And as a crow flies, that's like maybe a half a mile, 3/4 of a mile from where I saw what I saw. And like I said, I don't know if it was a damn Bigfoot. I know it was something big and when my headlights hit it, the eyes, I guess it must have been a reflection because they didn't light up like they were like self-luminant, but you know what a safety a green safety vest looks like?
Yeah, that high vis.
Yep, that high visibility vest. That's what when it was standing, it was it took the steps off the side of the road when my car was coming up, right? And then it turned its whole fucking upper body and looked at my car. And when it did that, you could see the shoulders were like massive. And but you couldn't make out a face. But when like my eyes hit it when my lights hit it at like the chest level, I guess it bounced up and the eyes they turned that like high visibility green color. And then
sorry about that, fellas. I have no idea where my headset is, and it was literally sitting right next to me like a few seconds ago.
Yeah, no
so
problem.
It's really pretty weird. But gentlemen, I appreciate you inviting me onto your channel. Y'all are doing a phenomenal job. I've always been great admirers of y'all. And yeah.
Well, I appreciate
Keep
it.
Rocking and rolling. Y'all, I mean, I'm just gonna throw it out there. There's not a lot of our kind, us black nerds, you know what I'm saying? And y'all are steeped in all that good old fashioned American culture knowledge. I'm talking about the horror movies, the comic books,
All that shit back there.
Well, we grew up watching. My dad used to watch all those old school sci-fi black and white movies, like like The Thing from Outer Space, where you just like when I first saw it. I think that's the right
bro.
thing,
Vincent Price was my favorite actor growing
see
up.
The I was scared to death of it until I got a little older, and you could see the zipper up the backside of the damn suit.
I'll tell you what movie it was. It was It, The Terror from Beyond Space. That's what the name of the movie was.
Yes.
It was called It.
Yes.
It was a black and white movie. It was called It. And this was from
that
the
movie. Was singing the dark matter in your own mind.
Yep. This was the time when they were making sci-fi movies. They used to make every sci-fi movie, the American or whatever spaceship it was a fucking flying UFO. It was a fucking flying saucer.
It was a saucer.
So this movie was this monster. They landed on a planet, and this alien creeped up into their ship, and it started knocking them off. So for years, me and Bask, my dad loves that movie. For years, me and Bask could not watch that shit because the noise it made was like terrifying. It made us like I can't even do it, right? So for years we couldn't watch it, and then one time I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit down and watch this movie, and then I'm watching it, and I'm like, why the fuck was I so scared of this movie? Because you could see the big zipper going down the guy's back, everything like that.
Yeah,
like, that ruined it for me, but it was still a pretty awesome movie for like back in the, I think, 50s or 60s, whenever that shit came out.
One of the best horror movies that's probably never been seen was The Night Flyer.
That Stephen King shit.
Yeah.
Ooh. And that vampire was weird as fuck too. He didn't have fangs. He had
a fang.
He had like two fucking spikes that came out of his mouth like that.
The Night Flyer.
He was a buck-toothed motherfucker.
Yeah. No, but yeah,
I'm so sorry.
We try to keep like I admit, dude, I'm a fucking huge nerd, bro. I admit.
Yeah, no doubt. Sorry about that, fellas. My headphones did a Doctor Strange on me, bro. You have no idea how long I've been looking forward to getting on here and nerding out with y'all. And I was just listening, like smoking a cigarette. I'm like, man, I hope he starts talking about Vincent Price or Vince's the Alligator Man. You remember the Alligator Man with Lon Chaney?
Yep,
bro. Like Lon Chaney was such a big alcoholic. The oranges he was eating in the movies were filled with vodka. So like, you know, when he's like actually socking people, he's probably giving a little bit of the business.
Oh, I believe it, dude.
You guys are phenomenal.
Method actor. So
yeah, quote unquote method actor. Is that how they get away with like just whooping the shit out of each other? Call themselves method actors?
I think that might be. Sugar Britches, you actually saw The Night Flyer? Shit's a crazy movie, right?
Night Flyer.
Yeah, that's that.
Night Flyer's crazy, bro.
That's that.
Isn't that a made-for-TV movie too?
I think it was. How
phenomenal is that?
Yeah. So the Stephen King movie I want an updated version of is the Tommy Knockers.
Yeah, didn't they redo Pet Sematary?
Yeah.
Yes, I've not seen it.
I mean, it got mixed reviews. You know what? I still haven't watched the new It yet, though. It's just,
bro.
It's just
the old school one with like Kurt Russell in it. You didn't watch the new one yet?
What, the It?
Oh no, that It. No, I'm thinking the Thing.
I was thinking of the clown.
Yeah,
It and Thing. Yeah,
I've seen the first one. I didn't watch the second one.
See, I think I kind of respect the first one, and I respect Tim Curry's performance in the first one too much to watch that second one, because sometimes shit just doesn't need to be remade. You know what I mean?
Nothing needs to be remade, brother.
No, the second one wasn't that bad.
It wasn't.
The remake wasn't that bad. It wasn't the first one, but the remake wasn't that bad.
Yeah, just some shit.
Yeah.
Should just leave it alone. Like
hey, what's up, Willcutt? I don't know you, but what's up? I'm D. Nice to meet you.
But I don't know.
Oh, I'm good.
There's
right on, brother.
Hollywood's regurgitating shit, and
they don't have imagination anymore, bro. They lack imagination. There's no creativity in Hollywood.
Like,
they don't want to pay the authors for the really good books.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I got two movies right now that they need to remake.
All right.
Street Fighter.
Yes.
Oh God,
and
yes.
the Wraith. And the Wraith.
What's up, bro?
The Wraith?
Yes,
Okay.
bro. You know how badass that would be with modern day, like the CGI we have today?
Dude.
Street Fighter 2. Like, Mortal Kombat was all right.
Yeah,
See,
dude, I like the new Mortal Kombat. I liked it.
With the Wraith,
I
though,
did too. I mean, it was all right.
with the Wraith, I think I would stay away. I would stay away from CGI.
Yeah.
I would put some of it in there, but
Sparingly,
not.
yeah, use it
Oh,
sparingly.
kind of how like they do Fast and Furious.
Well, Fast
The
and
only
Furious-
time they need to
they
use
used to do
CGI
Fast and
is
Yeah, I can
is
jump
after
my
the wreck.
Charger 1,000 yards over this canyon with rocket boost.
Yeah, and it's going to be caught by a helicopter.
Yeah. Fuck outta here.
They got lost in the
Nothing
sauce on Fast
No,
and
I'm not talking about being that
I
dramatic
haven't
with it. I'm
believed
just,
Fast and Furious since part 2. God damn it.
listen, man, there's some
Furious.
drivers out there
I think
who can
this is talking
drive.
about the old school.
You get Kenny Block out there doing that shit. Yeah, you know Kenny
But
Block.
I mean, how
is.
much you going to have to pay
drifter.
that? How much you going to have to pay that cat to do crazy stunts like that, bro? Like, that's why they have the CGI. But it does, it what's that, the unseen valley, or it takes your mind out of the movie, because what you're looking at, is not real in your subconscious mind. The uncanny valley. Like, every time, I don't care how good the special effects are. For instance, Rogue One. I'm a big Star Wars nerd. Seeing Grand Moff Tarkin come back was phenomenal. And then I saw his eyes, those dead doll eyes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they redid the actor, the dude who played Sherlock Holmes, whatever his name is, like, fantastic. He looked just like Grand Moff Tarkin. That the voice actor sounded just like him. It was phenomenal. But then you see his eyes. They can't get those humanistic features down pat. But I mean, you look at the Unreal Engine. They're
That's what I'm saying.
going by leaps and bounds.
Why can't they figure that out? Because I've seen some of these new games that are coming out using this Unreal Engine, and there's a
Bro,
game.
yeah.
There's the fucking chess camera footage game that's supposed to be coming out, where this dude's running through. It's like a Call of Duty with fucking chess cam on. And you could this dude, he comes around the corner, pops somebody. You can see the fucking blood spray. Like people are.
I've seen that. Yeah.
People are debating,
And it's
on
like
if that's real.
it's like realistic, like to the injury and stuff. That's what's phenomenal about it.
And they got another one out where it's this guy's lost in the woods looking for his dog and shit, and creepy shit starts following him around, and I swear you would think it's real, like that.
Oh, I've seen that one too. I forgot the name of that. That's supposed to be coming out soon too.
Yeah.
And now that you mention it, why can't they, with all these millions and billions of dollars sometimes, why can't they get those little things down, like Grand Moff Tarkin? Why couldn't they make the eyes, like superimpose a real person's eyes on it or something? Like,
Yeah, that's all. Like, how much stuff? How many videos have these people come out with these deep fakes where somebody that looks like this character, they just
that's some
put their
scary
face
shit.
over it? You know what I mean? Like that. You
supposedly-
can.
Yeah.
That you can use that shit.
Well, supposedly they're bringing Paul Walker back for Fast 10.
I heard that too, man. That's kind of, I don't know about that. Is that disrespectful? Like,
Well, I don't.
they're profiting,
I'm on the
you know,
fence about
and
them.
the guys.
Well,
It'd be
Fast
cool,
and Furious
you
ain't
know,
Fast
but-
and Furious
Say-
without Paul Walker.
well, if the money,
Yeah.
if they take some of the money from the proceeds and give it to, say, the charity that he was running and like his kid, then I'd say all right, but it's still a little creepy.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
kind of
creepy.
that's kind of sketch. That's kind of sketchy.
Like
If the wife like say, "Hey, I'll give you the green light. This is beautiful. Honor his memory," I'd be all about it.
like there's a story about, you guys all know The Crow with Brandon
Lee.
and how he got killed,
Yeah.
right?
And
So
they're
there was
remaking that too.
Masterpiece.
So there
You know,
was
with Jason Momoa.
No.
No,
It's the dude
Skarsgård.
that played it.
Skarsgård.
No shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
He'd do a good job. Last I heard it was Jason Momoa.
But in the Crow movie, right? Everybody knows Brandon Lee got killed during the making of that movie. Now, there was a dude who worked in the makeup department and production, everything like that, and he did an interview and he said that they had the stunt double film the rest of the movie because he looked so much like Brandon, and he was like, when that shit was going on, people weren't really like talking on set and shit. Like, he said it was a really weird fucking feeling filming this movie after this guy had passed away, and like Yeah, go look that shit up. Just really creepy.
Yeah,
And that alleyway
you can
scene
actually
is where that
see in
dude
the
stepped
movie.
Go ahead. What are you?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
But right when he saw the trick or treaters and he had his head on the post, and it went slow motion with him looking and smiling at him, that was the final moment of Brandon Lee. After that, it was the stunt double.
Like that.
But look how
was
great
like-
a job they did with just a stunt double
They did.
and like practical effects and hiding all that. The lighting, like they did a phenomenal job. And this is the thing about deepfakes. I know y'all are big comic book nerds like I am. You remember fan casting back in the day before Marvel Studios and all that? Like, you know, everybody picked Tom Cruise, Iron Man, you know, blah, blah, blah. Professor Xavier was always Patrick Stewart for whatever reason, even before the first movie. But wouldn't it be cool to like get these actors from the 80s and have an 80s set like comic book movie like the Fantastic Four and just like Ant-Man's old boy. What's his name? Great actor. He was in The Game.
Michael Douglas.
Yep. Michael
Kirk
Douglas. Michael Douglas.
Yeah, Kirk's son. Wouldn't it be phenomenal to see him like as he looked in like that movie on about Wall Street, like as Ant-Man? You know what I'm saying? They could do that with that deepfake stuff.
They're doing that now with. They're doing that now with some of the age regression. Didn't they regress Robert Downey? No, not Robert Downey. Robert De Niro in one of these movies recently, like fucking 20 years or something.
Yeah,
wasn't it the
movie about
Irishman? Wasn't it the Irishman or something like that? Yeah.
Scorsese's made-for-TV movie. It was all right. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but man, it was crazy. Joe Pesci was in it. You got that 1-2 combo from Casino. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nobody! You can't beat Pesci, bro. Goodfellas, Casino.
No, and I will watch anything with De Niro, Pesci, or Pacino. I will watch
Pacino.
Oh, I love him in Any Given Sunday.
Oh yeah.
I watch that movie.
Those three Italians cannot make a bad movie.
Or The Devil's Advocate.
And the best one they ever did was when
The
they
Devil's Advocate.
the first time they were on screen together. Al Pacino and Robert De Niro in the movie Heat with Val Kilmer.
I don't know because they did a cop.
Phenomenal.
They did a cop movie a number of years back.
That was like a comedy though.
No, it wasn't, man.
No, you're talking about the one where they were both cops and like one ended up being like cricket.
Yeah, one ended up being like a serial killer and shit.
Yeah,
What
that
was
was
the name of that.
What was the name of it, bro? It was actually all right.
Yeah, like
Heat was a great movie. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, Heat was an awesome movie.
That was the first time they were ever on screen together.
On Heat, yeah, it was. Huh?
So since we're all right, we're gonna do some fantasy casting here, goddamn. Right. So I'm gonna go with my Ghost Rider. Right. The dude I think that should play the MCU Ghost Rider.
I know
Mass knows exactly what I'm gonna say. Jensen Ackles.
From Supernatural.
From Supernatural. He also played Soldier Boy in The Boys.
He rocked it, Soldier Boy.
Dude, him as Johnny Blaze in the MCU.
Yeah, but Keanu Reeves just came out saying he would love to play Ghost Rider.
Yeah, but Keanu
Reeves is gonna get to play whatever he wants to play, bro. You know what I mean? Like, Marvel's gonna be like, yes, sir.
They just gave the green light for Constantine too, so Constantine's part of the Marvel universe. Yep. No,
Constantine DC.
Is he?
Oh, yeah, Constantine.
Listen, I get them mixed up sometimes.
Well, and
he can get two different jacks. Yeah. He can catch both two big ways.
I've come into my
and Henry Cavill just signed on to be Superman again.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I've come into my.
Have y'all seen Shazam yet? Or not Shazam? I'm sorry, Black Adam.
Black Adam. No, hasn't come out yet. I don't think.
A lot.
Unless you got a
I haven't seen it
copy.
either. Yeah, I'm just imagining it would be a very, very good movie and better than what you would expect because I don't watch bootleg and pirated movies. But yeah, it was phenomenal. It was a lot better. I mean, The Rock's come a long ways, bro, since Scorpion King, huh?
Well, he's the highest paid actor in Hollywood right now, man.
Which is
and you know what's
crazy.
gonna piss me
I was
off?
a wrestling fan back in the day too.
He's talking about he wants to I don't think do a reboot, but he wants to do like a part 2 of Big Trouble in Little China.
No.
Yeah, I heard about that.
No,
It's one they
not
need to
do
leave
that,
alone.
bro.
It doesn't need to be remade. That'd be
That's
like
like
the
saying-
Golden Child.
Yeah, that's like saying you want to remake Harlem Nights.
With who? Who's going to be the cast? Like,
Yeah.
you got the three
Yeah, who's gonna be the
generations of black
cast?
comedy right
I'm
now.
not.
No, I would
I
pick it outside
Kevin-
the movie theater.
Kevin Hart in the fucking Harlem Nights movie.
Get
Nah,
get out of here,
No.
Kevin.
What's he gonna play?
You got Red Fox.
No.
Eddie
Yeah, who's
Murphy's
gonna
role
play
as a kid?
Fuck. Shit.
Kevin Hart can
can't
play the
stand
kid in the
Kevin Hart,
beginning
bro.
of the movie that Eddie Murphy was.
Yeah, right.
He's like, I shot him in the head. Because he was
Yeah,
Shoot
he
the
was gonna
dice, you
stab us, so I
sabotage
shot him.
motherfucker.
Punisher. John Berthaw. Like, are you talking about like
John Bertha
Never-
already plays Punisher.
yeah.
John
no,
Berthold, he was made for that role, bro.
But no, they're bringing him actually into the MCU to play Punisher.
Yeah.
The Punisher don't need to be
Really?
in the MCU.
Yeah.
Like, how
All
they
right,
gonna
okay.
what they introduced on Netflix? How's that gonna translate? You know what I mean?
All right. So if you can't have, if I couldn't get Jensen Ackles as the MCU Ghost Rider, it would have to be Norman Reedus.
Nicholas Cage.
No, Norman Reedus.
Hey, Norman Reedus would be a good one. He will.
Norman
It'd be
Reedus. Nicholas Cage. Listen, I like the
Wait,
first
now
Ghost
that,
Rider,
now that we're
but
talking
he's
about
too
Norman
old
Reedus,
to be playing Johnny Blaze still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that we're talking about now that you brought up Norman Reedus, do you know that they're thinking about coming out with a Boondock Saints 3?
No way. Bro, how phenomenal
Nothing-
was the first Boondock Saints?
I was gonna
Original
say nothing,
idea.
I was gonna say nothing tops the first one.
No. The second one was, it was good to see the cast again, but
Like I could almost
and
say
Shepherd's
that
we
line.
shall be for thee, my lord, for thee.
I killed your cat, you druggy bitch. Yo, one of the best lines in the movie.
Oh, I could not tell
Dude,
you how many,
Willem Dafoe is savage in that movie. Talk about an actor. Golly.
like the
Oh, yeah,
first
he's great.
I'll tell you that the first time I saw that movie, right, and they're sitting there getting drunk at the table, and he slams his hand down at down on the table, and the fucking cat explodes. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry for you cat lovers, but
You
I
were in the
fucking
floor.
died, dude. I rewound
Yep.
that shit like 10 times, and I was dying every time. Just the reaction they had, dude. That shit was hilarious. I apologize right now to all you cat lovers out there. I got a brand new kitten myself, but that shit was funny.
In other words, you love to see how the kitty litter was spread.
It was fucking red. It said pow, a red spot on the fucking wall.
Like somebody took the spoonful of spaghetti sauce and slammed it up against a white
Oh
wall.
shit, that was foul.
Plan 9
yeah.
from outer space.
Oh, I'll tell you what, another great role that was played. Jack Nicholson as a bad guy, as the mafioso.
Oh, in the Departed.
The Departed.
Yeah,
One of the
Yeah,
greatest
okay.
movie villains of all
Great
time.
movie.
Frank Costello.
So
Great
Now-
movie.
Mark Wahlberg's character,
Mm.
he was crooked
He won an
too.
award for that, bro. No, he was straight. He was straight. He was the
no,
only, he was one of the few that was straight up.
So
Yeah, I think he knew about the one
He-
guy's character.
he knew about
He caught your boy, Matt Damon.
so
Remember,
he figured
he showed up at his
figured-
apartment, and smoked his
yeah,
game.
so he figured Matt Damon out, and he killed Matt Damon because Matt Damon got his buddy killed.
Remember, he
the
showed up
other
with like
cop.
bags
Like,
over his shoes and those
yeah.
rubber gloves. He knew what time it was then.
Was that retaliation for getting the one detective killed?
Yeah, he killed his boss. He killed Martin
Yeah.
Sheen.
Yeah,
Yep.
so that was retaliation for Martin Sheen. Okay, all right.
But if you remember- if you
that part
remember in
always like, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of scary. But if you remember, like, and it's a really brief part, but it's when they got in this little altercation in the office. He called him a snitch. So I think he had ideas that he was snitching to Costello. You know what I'm saying? That movie's
Okay,
great.
yeah. Yeah, it is.
Scorsese's such a genius when it comes to mob movies.
Ruins was great. I think I've seen Ruins.
So, what do you think about his take on the MCU and these superhero movies?
I disagree wholeheartedly. I learned to read on comic books. Comic books put together my two favorite mediums: the written word and beautiful art. Like, I'm a comic book diehard fan, bro. Like, and his comments, like, while he's an old school, like, when people study directors, Scorsese is going to have to be in the mix. He's going to have to be. Quentin Tarantino apes him all the time. You know what I'm saying? So he has some merit behind what he's saying. That being said, I like comic book movies. They're not supposed to be, serious. It's a comic book movie.
Well, at some point in the future, these movies are going to be going down in history as like groundbreaking with all the CGI and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro, yeah, like
the Endgame was epic.
Avengers Endgame. Yeah,
it
was the most epic movie I've ever seen. You got every comic book character you've ever read growing up on the screen, the big screen, at the same time.
Can I call timeout on something real quick? All right. Yeah. So if you have TikTok, you know who the guy Taco is, right?
Yeah.
I've never
Taco reacts.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did one the other day. The other day where he's like, well, you know that T'Challa could have used the glove, right? And he's like, because basically his suit absorbs energy. And Tony didn't have to die. Yep. And Tony didn't have to die. And then he just looks. Yep. But what?
Yeah, he's right.
Blame Doctor Strange.
Doctor
Strange and his million scenarios. That was the only one. I think he was freestyling, bro. Doctor Strange was freestyling like a mug.
Another old movie that
but
great.
T'Challa could have held the gauntlet and absorbed the energy. And Tony.
All right, I got a question for all three of y'all. This is an important question to me personally because T'Challa, the Black Panther, is one of the first Avengers. He's a classic comic book character.
You do know that Wesley Snipes was trying to get them to make a Black Panther movie in like the early 90s.
Way back when.
Right?
Yeah, way. Bro, he tried to get a Black Panther movie made, a Power Man movie, a Luke Cage movie made. He was all about him some black superheroes.
So was it? So was your question?
T'Challa?
Should they have
recast Black Panther?
Recast the character T'Challa?
No.
Yeah, the character T'Challa. No. Really?
No.
I'm in that minority then, man, because like, bro, there's so many good actors out there. Look at James Bond. Roger Moore was no Sean Connery, but he was
I understand, but wouldn't you think? Don't you think it would be kind of too soon to do that?
I would say,
considering and all of that, to me, it's disrespectful to the actor.
That's what
I would say. Wait till move the storyline a couple of years down the line where T'Challa had a son and his son grows up and becomes Black
well, you know they're gonna just like in comic books when the comic books get too convoluted, they have a crisis. And DC, it's the crisis event. I forget what it is in Marvel. But they end up like resetting everything and starting from square one.
That would be the Kang Dynasty that's about to come out.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Typhon, Charlie Hunnam, he would be more suited to play Green Arrow in the DCU.
He's got the Green Arrow look, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He's got that Green Arrow look. Plus, the guy Boss Logic, who does like mock-ups of like actors in different superhero garbs, he's done a few of Charlie Hunnam and in Green Arrow garb, and it looks pretty damn good.
You know what I'm
excited about? That guy's a phenomenal
about?
Artist.
Yeah, he is.
Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine for Deadpool 3.
Bro, that's going to be madness.
I wonder what other because Deadpool's part of the MCU now.
Yeah,
Bro, they all are. They have every last property that started in Marvel Comics.
Well,
and Sony's got this weird kind of sketchy deal with them, but still,
they're Spider-Man's still under sketch right now, but
it's sus as hell over there at Sony when Spider-Man's concerned. Yeah, it is. Their Spider-Man universe.
I don't get. See, we'll touch on other shit in a second. I don't get Sony though. Like, dude, okay, just be like, listen, all right, you want to use Spider-Man? Okay, yeah, here, use Spider-Man. Just pay us. Sony doesn't have to do shit except collect money. What is the issue?
Exactly. What's the issue? Like, Marvel's already got the infrastructure to make a badass film. They proved that.
Yep.
Give them Spider-Man. Take the check.
Yeah. Take the check. Take the.
No, we want to make the Spider-Man universe. We want to make an individual Kraven movie. Kraven the Hunter.
No, they're coming out with a Kraven movie.
It's gonna be hot garbage.
That shit's gonna suck like
I won't
Morbius did. Morbius was trash.
I wanted Morbius to be great, bro. I really did want it to be great.
It's maybe because Jared Leto is a bad actor.
I liked him. I liked him as that version of the Joker. You can't say he's the bad.
Dallas Buyers Club, bro.
Let me retract that statement. I admit when I'm wrong. He's not a bad actor. I just don't think he's suited to be in any kind of like comic book movie. Maybe as a supporting character. Maybe as
he'd be a great supporting
character, not a main.
Number 2 on the billing. But I mean, you can't really lay it at his feet because Sony is fumbling the ball so much in the end zone. Like at first, they were advertising it was going to be a part of the which one? The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man universe. Then they said, no, wait, it's going to be a part of the other Spider-Man's universe. But then they pulled all of that out, and it's just a movie with him, and then somehow the Vulture from the Marvel universe at the end. That's madness.
And they're supposed to be making a Midnight Suns movie also. That's going to have him in it with Blade. Oh, I'm looking forward to the new Blade.
And Marvel's doing it, so you know that it's going to be done somewhat right.
They're supposed to be coming out with the Midnight Suns.
Who do you think's going to be the lineup?
For what? Midnight
Werewolf
Suns?
by Night? Yeah. You got Werewolf by Night. You got Man-Thing.
They already gave the list of which characters are going to be in it. It was Blade.
Oh, no kidding?
Yeah.
Marvel has a habit of like telling your fans telling your fans shit just to get
they'll
them
leak stuff and pretend it's
salivating.
somebody else.
Yeah, like salivating, like, oh shit, that we're getting this information like that. I see it. It's good. It's a good story. It's a good ploy. It's a good ploy to get people to watch your shit.
My favorite comic book character of all time, Dr. Doom, is finally coming to the MCU.
Apparently, he's supposed to make his appearance in the new Black Panther movie.
Who?
Yeah,
Dr. Doom.
Oh yeah. And they say it's an end credit scene, but I think if they say it's an end credit scene, then he's going to be in the middle of the movie.
I think he's going to be involved in the Kang Dynasty.
Well, like I said, Dr. Doom, he's not one of these baddies you can just play off. Dr. Doom is a thorn in everybody's side.
Legit.
He's a thorn in everybody's side, so you can't just play him off. You know what I mean?
But you know what? They're probably introducing. Yeah, they're probably introducing him now because they're going to be introducing the new Fantastic Four, which is going to be the third time they made this shit.
Hopefully, the third time's the charm.
It's so simple. Yeah, it's so simple. It's a Fantastic Four. It's not like they're overly convoluted or complicated. Like,
yeah, but to remake it 3 times though.
Hey, those first couple, the first two, the one with Silver Surfer and then the one with, just Dr. Doom and the Fantastic Four. If I was 11 years old when they came out, I'd love the shit out of them, bro. They were like,
absolutely, but there was no reason. There was no reason to remake it with freaking Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Blaze.
Right?
Yeah, I ain't down.
That was a horrible storyline.
Like Sue was adopted. I mean, that's all well and fine. I could have got behind that, bro. But they were all phoning it in. Like those, you got a bunch of good actors in this movie that seemed like they just read the script right before they came on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another piece of hot garbage. I mean, yeah.
All right, so D, I got a question for you.
Hit me with it.
Have you seen that new Jeepers Creepers?
No, I haven't. No, I'm a Jeepers Creepers fan, man. I like the storyline.
Don't watch it.
Don't bother.
Oh, for real?
Don't bother.
Don't waste your
They've
time.
been doing
bro.
pretty good. They're watchable. First one,
not this one.
Is the best.
Not this one.
All right. So, D, I like you.
That's disappointing.
I'm gonna ruin it for you. Somebody tries to throw hands with the creeper.
What?
Yeah.
Shit,
you got a Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th New York situation when he was boxing on top of that roof.
Yep. Dude throws it. 2 people throw hands with the creeper, and
what?
And
it's not even the real Jeepers Creepers song. It's some dumbass variation of it.
Yeah, like you can tell it's not the same actor from the original 3.
So you know what? I'll tell you.
Changed the makeup's completely different.
Yeah.
It's
completely different.
Now when you hear about
different.
Now when you hear about Jeepers Creepers, when you hear about Jeepers Creepers and that it's going to be taking place in Louisiana, you automatically assume it's going to be happening during Mardi Gras, right?
Yeah, that would be a good assumption. It's in Louisiana.
No.
This movie.
Yes.
And it sucks.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know how disappointing that is? Like, just that premise right there. Jeepers Creepers in Louisiana sounds phenomenal.
See, that's what I thought. That's what I thought when they first announced it was going to be in Louisiana. We was like, all right, Mardi Gras, you got the fucking huge above ground
snatching kids into those narrow alleys,
shit like that. Like,
right?
No, like I talked about this the other show. I'm gonna keep talking about it. Like, you know how in the first movie when the brother and sister first see the creeper, what's he doing? He's throwing a body down a fucking tube, right? What's that tube? What's that fucking tube connected to? It's connected to a church.
Crazy tunnel system.
Yeah, a tunnel system underneath a church. This movie, okay, yeah, they added the tube to it, but it's not a church. It's a fucking plantation house now.
Yeah,
of course it is. Of course,
it's a plantation house now, right?
Welcome to the woke 21st century.
Then, like, there was just
everything
shit in this
is CGI in it.
There was just shit in that movie.
No, are you serious?
Yeah,
there was like two good scenes in the movie.
There was shit in this movie that just shouldn't have been in it.
Listen, man.
Like,
I woke up at 7:00 in the morning, like, yo, I'm gonna watch Jeepers Creepers right now. 8:30 in the morning, I'm like, dude, what the hell am I? Man, I could have been fishing. What the?
I owe y'all a bit. I owe y'all a big thank you because I would have watched it and I would have been pissed.
No. Go watch it and judge for yourself. No.
It died with the CGI. The CGI part killed it for me, bro. The original Jeepers Creepers, great practical effects. I mean, old school, like Clive Barker style shit. That's why I liked it. You know what I mean? I'm old school. I like the practical effects. I want to see, the bags filled with oatmeal and food coloring. Like
there's voodoo practice in this movie that makes no connection to the creeper or anything like that. There's a whole fucking 30-second scene where he takes his truck and he drives it into like a power station, and all that happens at this big haunted rave thing is that the lights go out, but the music goes off, but the lights are still playing. But then they turn the music right back on anyway. It's fucking stupid.
What? What?
Yeah.
What?
It's fucking stupid.
He's off on the side on like a little side road where there's nobody. Obviously, nobody's coming down the road. But he feels the need to wander about 50 yards into the woods to go take a piss.
I've always.
What do you think's gonna happen?
The creeper monster does this?
No, just some random guy at the beginning of the movie.
He goes 50 yards into the woods from the road.
Yes,
that makes sense.
On a side road in the country.
I've always had a problem with these horror movie tropes where they put this shit in movies. Like, oh, I gotta stop on the side of the road to go use the bathroom. All right, stop on the side of the road. You see nobody else coming. Just stand there. If you're, I understand if you're a woman, you don't want to see somebody seeing, do your thing. But if you're a dude,
bro, let me tell you, I'm from Southern Oklahoma. I got
if you're a dude, if
if
you're a dude, pull your shit out. Step outside the door, maybe off to the side a little bit. Pull your shit out. Go to the bathroom. There's no fucking need to run 30, 40, 50 yards into the woods and look for a tree. That's when you get attacked by fucking monsters. Everybody knows this in a scary movie, and I don't know why they continue to put that shit in scary movies.
Because they lack imagination, brother. There's no imagination anymore. It's sad. Like the violin strike, with the jump scare. It's the false jump scares. They're looking down a hallway, and one of their buddies sneaks up behind them, and they hit the violin strings, and they turn around. Oh, it's you. That's in every other horror movie. There's no innovation in horror movies.
Oh, yeah. And another movie that sucked is a new Halloween movie.
So we'll talk about that. I can see that. With the creeper in that scene, right, where this guy runs off into the woods and then he fucking gets attacked. So he's off in the woods, he's peeing or whatever, right? And like predictable, the creeper drops down behind him. Guy turns around, he's scared. Creeper grabs him, right? So what I would have did with that scene is I would have had a guy. I would have had him peeing outside of it. He would have opened the fucking door, been peeing outside of his door, and the creeper would have dropped down on top of his car, smashing the fucking thing, sending this guy
sandwich his ass between the car and the door.
Just like, yeah, and then like
and that's practical thinking.
He's on his fucking back, and the creeper's staring down at him, looking to decide what he wants to eat off this fucking guy. That's what I would have did with that scene. I wouldn't have had that creeper drops down, turns and fucking that bullshit. Make it interesting.
Where do they get these writers from, bro? When you were explaining that's practical. That makes sense. Like back in the day, they made movie monsters do things that made sense, and the people that they were chasing that were reacting to them, they did things that made sense. Original Halloween, Jamie Lee Curtis goes and hides in the closet. She gets down in the corner of the closet and she keeps her mouth shut. She was trapped. That's the most logical thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it made sense, and it doesn't take your mind out of the movie, and you ask all these weird ass questions like, why is he going 50 yards away from the vehicle in the middle of the night, in the middle of the country, or whatever?
I'm telling you, that shit happened in like the
this
first.
This is depressing, bro. I like Jeepers Creepers. This is depressing.
Then
I was all excited to jump on with y'all and nerd out, and y'all are telling me this new Jeepers Creepers.
A couple of my favorite scenes from old Jeepers Creepers movies was the first one, the deleted scene. You remember the scene where they roll up to the old lady's house? Well, there's a deleted scene where he says she don't smell too good, Derry, and he tosses her ass in the corner.
Yep, I would have kept
my
that
favorite
scene in there.
Is I would have too, just for the impact. No, my bad. My favorite scene is in that first movie. The first movie is the best one, obviously, but the very end when it what's that actor's name? It's like he pulls up his skin and he's sewing it together. Yes. For whatever reason, bro, Justin Long. That was the creepiest and best way to end that movie. With the Jeepers Creepers song playing, phenomenal.
Yep.
Old school.
Or in part 2 where he's at the back of the bus pointing at them like, nah, I don't want you. Give him that little, with a click.
With that,
like, yeah.
With that deleted
that weird
scene,
clicking noise.
With that deleted scene from the first movie, right? When he sniffs her and says she don't smell too good, Darian. What I would have did with that scene is I'd have kept that whole little sequence, but I wouldn't have had him say the name. I would have just had him like sniff her and say she don't smell too good, and then look at both of them and then toss her. So that still at that point. At that point, you still don't know who he wants. You know what I mean? So you take that little word out of there, and you still don't. At that point, that makes the movie even creepier because now this fucker's been chasing them all day. He can smell them, and and whatever it is, he talks too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Is that the reason they took it out because he talked?
I think so. I think that's why they was like, maybe we don't want the creeper talking. But I think. When I saw that deleted scene, I think that was creepier than anything else in the damn movie.
For sure. And it wasn't like it was Darth Vader without James Earl Jones. You know what I mean? Like, the voice kind of fit the character. Now I think about it, it's weird that they take that out. Somebody said Mimic. Mimic's a great movie.
They have like 4 or 5 Mimic movies. But yeah, Mimic was a great series.
Really?
Yeah.
I only saw the first one. I was only aware of the first one.
They have like Mimic 1. They have like Mimic 1, Mimic 2, something called like Mimic Sentinel. They have a few of them.
Yeah, a couple of them just were like straight to sci-fi movies though.
Yeah.
Some hot garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, some of them straight to sci-fi movies, man, if they had a bigger budget, those just would be epic movies.
So, I'm going to touch on this one for a second. Do you guys ever hear about the Paramount Dark Universe that they were planning?
I think it would have been phenomenal. I think they should have kept pushing forward.
Yep. So the Paramount Dark Universe was going to be, they were going to remake all their old monster movies in the new age and shit, right? And the first one was going to be Tom Cruise's The Mummy. And apparently, I kind of enjoyed it. It was a bad movie, but I kind of enjoyed it. But apparently, because it did such shit, they completely shut that down. Like they were gonna make fucking the creature from Black Lagoon.
That'd be good.
They were gonna make all these old movies, remake all these old movies, but it went belly up.
Javier Bardem was gonna be Frankenstein's monster.
Yep. It went belly up after that Tom Cruise movie.
Well, probably because
And
they
if you remember
overpaid him.
of course they did. It's Tom Cruise. But if you remember, the first one was, I think, Dracula Untold, I believe was the name of the movie. Not a bad movie.
Yep,
Wasn't bad.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I mean, nobody really talked about it. I only seen it advertised a few times. And I watched it. I remember enjoying it. It kept my interest. But man, it's just it's really crazy that Marvel kicked off, and there was shared universes before, but Marvel really started making these other studios say, "Damn, they're making a lot of money. Let's start bringing these characters together."
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why
DC
DC failed. That's why DC failed, because
they shouldn't have ever tried to keep up with them.
They, instead of building, they tried to play keep up, and when they try to play keep up, they shot themselves in the foot.
Because you got characters that one individual, the Flash could wipe the floor with every single last member of the Avengers. Batman would mollywop every last one of them. Superman, forget about it. You have these superhero people compared to gods, basically.
You give Batman enough time and prep, dude, he can take out anybody. That's why Batman's always been my dude.
Amen. My favorite comic book character.
But
my favorite literary character, actually.
But yeah, DC, they went and tried to rush their shit because they see, Marvel's doing this, they're doing really good. Wow.
See, another reason DC messed up was that whole Zack Snyder universe thing. Like, how they threw that in the can and they did the late release on it.
And they brought in Old Boy in the middle and scrambled things up.
Like they brought in Doomsday and made what was the one bad guy?
Way too soon. What's his face? Doomsday's uncle or whatever.
Nah, it wasn't
Darkseid. Darkseid.
Darkseid. What did I say? Doomsday? Yeah, Darkseid.
So
I said Doomsday. I'm thinking somebody else.
So if you're the DCU, right, I'm gonna say your first real property that was really good in the last 10 years, 12 years was Henry Cable's Superman movie. Right? That was your
great
number
movie.
one.
Masterpiece.
Yeah.
And then you had Wonder Woman 1, because Wonder Woman 84 was trash.
Was it?
Yeah.
Dang, man, y'all are killing me. Y'all are killing me.
D, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry for ruining these movies, man. But yeah, so you got Superman and you got Wonder Woman. You got Superman, you got Wonder Woman. Both two really good movies, right?
Really good characters.
You got Shazam, which was another really good movie.
Shazam was an awesome movie, yeah. Another one, if I was 11 years old, I'd be wearing the shirt.
And Aquaman, right?
Aquaman was good.
You've got a good base of movies, but then you just, with Superman and Henry Cable, you just flounder it.
Well, Ben Affleck looks like the Batman animated series.
Superman.
Batman
vs Superman was pretty good.
That was legit, bro. That was a legit movie.
I admit, when I heard they cast Ben Affleck as Batman, I was like,
I was sketchy about that one.
I didn't realize that.
I was the only one, bro. The only one that knew he was going to be probably the best Batman of all time. He has a literal bat cave because, now we got our boy out from England. The Batman has came out since then, and Pattinson. You know what I mean?
No,
I wasn't a fan of that movie, dude. The new one, I wasn't a fan of.
I actually liked it.
The new
Thank you, Willcutt.
Great. The new movie was
phenomenal.
It was great.
You got a young Batman who's
that's crazy.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I watched it on bootleg, so that might be the reason why.
Oh no, bro! The actual cinematography of it is beautiful. You got old
dark,
playing
gritty.
It's that noir, and
it was old school noir, like detective film, straight up. And he's Batman. He's not Bruce Wayne dealing with his hurt feelings. He's Batman for 90% of the movie, bro.
Yeah.
So, listen, all right. Look, we've got Adam West, right? We've got fucking Michael Keaton. We've got Val Kilmer.
Which was
George.
Hold
on. Hear me out. We got Adam West.
Who should have been Batman?
We got What?
He did a good
There's
job,
other
bro.
I love the
crazy.
movie, but there was
You're
other actors that
fucking
could have played
crazy.
Batman.
Yeah, there was
Other
other
than
actors back then that would have.
Wow.
Yeah,
Because
he was
think
a
about
comedian. He was a
right
Mr.
before
Mom.
he made that movie, he came out with freaking Johnny Dangerously.
No,
Which
Mr.
I love
Mom.
that
I think Mr. Mom came out before, right before Batman did.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Mr.
think
Mom
it
was
was
the next movie.
Yeah. That or Beetle.
That's
or
why he was so
Beetlejuice was one of
criticized.
them. But
He did
No,
a good
look,
job, though.
you got Adam West, you got Michael Keaton, you got George Clooney, you got Val Kilmer, Robert Pattinson, Christian Bale, and Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck, top three, yes. So in my top three, Batmen are Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, and Ben Affleck. That's my top three.
Yeah, because which one was it? The George Clooney one.
I don't even talk about that. Let's not even talk about that one.
Val
they tried to redo the Adam West Batman.
Val Kilmer was all right, but the George Clooney one was trash.
Val Kilmer was underrated, bro.
The Batman credit card. Never leave home without it. God, that was
never leave
fucking
home without
cheesy.
it. Yeah, that whole movie was a cheese fest, bro. Arnold Schwarzenegger, every line was a one-liner. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
But no, yeah, that hands down, those are the three best Batman, and then a close four would be Adam West.
What's old boy from the animated series though? Because I mean, he played Batman probably longer than anybody.
Kilroy. What the hell was his David Kilroy?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
him and Mark Hamill. Deadly combination is Batman and Joker. Mine are Pattinson, Affleck, Bale.
See, now
you really think Pattinson was that good?
Pattinson went hard in the paint, bro. You better tell him about it, Willcutt. Like Pattinson,
he did,
bro. He was so phenomenal. You really do. Get your cold beer, sit down, relax, and just chill and watch it.
They were the director was giving him a whole bunch of shit because he didn't want to bulk up for the movie or nothing like that. And
you know what?
As little as he can't bulk up that much.
Then they almost got to the point where they didn't want to release the shit because he wasn't doing the right thing.
Well, I mean, but when you watch the movie, you'll see why, and I'm glad he didn't. It's Batman during his second year. I mean, he's still young. He's still angry. He hasn't got. I mean, he's taking some punishment. Like he's fighting 6 and 7 guys, yeah, but he ain't sweeping through them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The scene where he jumps off through. Remember this, Willcutt? When this whole scene was awesome. Gordon gets him out of the police station. He's in a jam. He goes to the roof, and he's never. This is Batman we're talking about. I mean, he'll jump off the Empire State Building. He goes to this roof, and there's this moment where he's kind of startled. He's like, "Oh shit!" But then he gets his little wingsuit and he glides. I mean, it's Batman in his infancy. You know what I'm saying? He's still trying to get his wheels under him. Well, and I mean that's the cool aspect of it. That and it deals with his emotional trauma, bro. Like this is a mental health movie, really.
But
it wasn't flashy,
just like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker movie, which I love that movie.
They were heavy-handed on that one. That movie was pretty cool.
One of the best things they could have ever done for any of the Batman movies was introduce the person that made Batman shit. Lucius Harris.
Yeah.
And where all his tech came from. That was one of the best things they ever did for this movie. For these movies.
Yeah. Did you say Lucius Fox?
Yeah, Lucius Fox.
Morgan Freeman. They couldn't have picked anybody better. Morgan Freeman.
Now, Lucius Harris was a freaking NBA basketball player.
Yeah, Lucius Fox. Morgan Freeman playing Lucius Fox and Michael Caine playing. Bro, I remember. I'll never forget. I was in Pennsylvania. After high school, I moved up there and started going to school and whatnot. I got to see my first IMAX movie was Batman Begins. And you got to think, the one we had before that was George Clooney's Hot Mess. So I didn't really know what to expect, but I thought it was going to be cool. Bro, I had a frog in my throat during the first 20 minutes. It was like when his parents get killed, he's staring out the window and he's like, "It's all my fault, Alfred." I was like, "Oh shit, what am I watching? This is a movie. They're taking Batman seriously." So from Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Rises, seriously underrated movie. Tom Hardy brought the bass. Those paved the way for what Pattinson did. You know what I mean? And Pattinson's Bale's movies were like super real world, right? Pattinson's is kind of in the middle. You got Penguin, who looks like a comic book character. He sounds like Tony Soprano, and he's that Colin Farrell dude from Scotland or Ireland. Everybody in the movie does an A+ job. What's his name? The guitar player, Lenny Kravitz, hot ass daughter, playing Cat.
Oh yeah.
Zoe.
Zoe Kravitz, man. I guess I never saw her in anything before.
The guy who played Gordon, he was great.
Yeah, everybody was tripping. Oh, Gordon's black. I don't care about that. I don't want you changing the race of Spawn. I don't want you changing the race of Batman. You know what I mean? Like, make it some Elseworlds type stuff.
Oh, Jamie Foxx was cast as Spawn.
Yep. Jamie Foxx I think that's phenomenal casting.
I'd see, but don't forget Michael Jai White, man. That man
had his go, bro. He had his go.
But you know
what? That
was
shit
horrible
movie, though.
Yeah, that was horrible direction.
Yeah, but I mean,
blame him and John Leguizamo were the best things about that
fault.
movie.
Yes,
Todd McFarlane. If Todd McFarlane would have let Hollywood just do what they do, he's like, no, I want to direct it too. Well, you own the property, you wrote the character. No, I want to direct it. He's never directed a movie before, bro. Like, Todd McFarlane's such an idiot.
Well,
sorry,
it was his intellectual property, so I could see why he wanted to do it, just to make sure everything goes right. But sometimes you got to hand over the reins and just let people do what they do.
Exactly, you know what I mean?
Apparently, the next Spawn movie is going to be primarily based on, like, it's going to follow the detective or a detective.
Sam and Burt and Sam and Burt.
Yeah, it's gonna follow the detective, but Spawn.
Sam and Twitch.
Yeah, but the Spawn character is going to be like an overlay of the whole thing. So I think it's going to be closer to that Spawn animated series that came out on HBO years ago.
And that's the way to handle it, bro.
That
phenomenal series.
Yep, great series. I remember I
had no business watching it back then. You know what I mean? If my mom would have walked in when I was watching that, she would have beat my brains out, bro.
Like, you had to stay up till like 1-2 o'clock in the morning to watch that shit.
You already know, bro. Just like with The Sopranos. Yep. I remember she caught me watching The Sopranos one day. She was like, "What are you watching, son?" I don't know what this is. I was kind of flipping through the channel. Tony Soprano's beating somebody to death.
My town got shouted out fucking in Sopranos.
Yeah, county.
Oh,
for real?
When he said but it was fucked up. It was the fucked up.
It was a fucking get up in Sullivan County or Wordsboro or some shit like that. I was like, you want to give us a shout out, but that's dirty.
Yeah, it was fucked up. It was
Bro, The Sopranos it's my favorite TV show of all time, hands down. Sopranos.
I know, man. The Wire was pretty damn good too.
Wire it's on my list.
Hold on. Time out. What am I talking about?
No.
Hold on. X-Files.
There you go.
Well, X-Files that can't be on the list because that's up there in like the upper echelon. That's on Mount Olympus. You can't say that's like saying your favorite movies like some Back to the Future. Of course it is, because Back to the Future is a masterpiece. You can't count it. You know what I mean?
Or Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Masterpiece. Can't count it. Like whoever said, "Oh, I hate Ferris Bueller's Day Off." Well, that's un-American.
All right, so we're talking about really good shows, right? Fringe was a good show that was highly.
I never got to watch it, bro. I never got to watch it. It looked awesome, but I didn't.
Really good.
I jumped into
good
late.
Show. Really good show. Highly underrated.
Yep.
Yes.
Fringe was great. I remember when they remade the TV show V, and they put that out for a couple. That was great while they had it out. Then they gave us that little
it seemed like it died off real
for
quick.
X-Files. Yeah, they only had it on for like a season. But that little 4-episode teaser for X-Files, man, that shit had me upset.
Yeah, that was garbage.
It wasn't. It was. I think it was more than 4 episodes, wasn't it?
No, man.
It was like
4. I was thinking it's 6.
No, it was more than 4
5.
because they had a few. They had a few Monster of the Week episodes in there.
The Monster of the Week episode. You remember when they went to a town called Taylor, and there was a sheriff named Andy, and his it was a Halloween special or a Christmas special, I believe. And there was this inbred family, but the sheriff was named Andy Taylor.
Yes. You
remember that? That
got banned for a while.
It did, bro. Like they didn't play it originally for like 4 or 5 years.
Are you talking about the one with the Wrong Turn brothers?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
there was like
that is like the most
inbred caveman.
Yeah, that is like the most
Why, though?
controversial episode of X-Files ever.
That was before Rob
Yep.
Zombie started making movies. I mean, they were really up in arms when that came out, but like
Yeah,
that, it really wasn't all that bad.
What the hell was the name of
See,
that?
me
specific
with
episode?
X-Files, I was all about the mythos with it for it. Because
Yeah.
I actually
I mean, they went into a lot of
where it
lore.
was just nothing but like the whole alien aspect. It was every episode that had to do with the aliens from season 1 all the way up to the end.
Hey, yo, guys, I'll be right back. All right.
That was.
Well, hey, before you take off, Truth, he's gone.
I'm here.
Folks,
I'm here.
I
What's
got.
up?
I sincerely appreciate y'all inviting me on, having me
No
on.
problem.
This was the highlight of my evening, and
No problem.
I'm not involved in any
Fine.
politics. I love you guys. I love your channel. I love your show. And
Thank you. We
you
appreciate
guys,
it, bro.
if you haven't done it yet, hit subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell so you can get their new content because they are doing a great job.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Willcutt, it was
welcome.
nice to meet you, brother. Everybody
Yeah,
on this
nice to
panel is
meet you
invited
too.
to the BDRP. Absolutely.
You-
Anytime
you
you want
are-
to jump on,
D, you are always welcome. Come shoot the shit with us, bro.
no, don't threaten me with a good time. Y'all take care. Thank y'all
Yep,
again.
have a good one. No problem. Take it easy. Have a good night, man.
See you guys. You too.
All right. So Bass and Willcutt, I'll be back in a second.
All right.
He's probably
All
gonna go check on the goons or something to use the bathroom or whatever.
That or go get something else to drink. All right.
See, how
There's
dare
another
you
show
do that
similar.
bullshit? All right,
Hey,
I'm sorry,
she
I had
wanted
to
some
say that.
ideas. Get back at you.
Yeah, okay.
Because she said, hey, I need to get them back. I've been needing some 3D printing done. They won't do it for me. I was like, well, scare the shit out of him. Hell, maybe they'll do it then. She's like, how do I do
No,
that?
'cause-
I was like,
Because I said no now.
yeah. Well, somebody wasn't supposed to tell you either.
All right, so what show was you talking about? Sorry about that. I just had to say that.
Millennium.
Okay.
It was a X-Files / Fringe type show that was on the same time as X-Files. Because, oh crap. What was his name?
I haven't
He
seen
played-
that.
He played the original robot and Alien.
Oh, I know you're. He also played in that movie.
Lance.
Lance.
Lance Hendrickson.
I was just about to say. He also played in the movie the Big Legend or something like that.
Yep. There's another one he did, a Western
all
I
right,
really liked.
Millennium. I know now that you say that name, I'm picturing. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep.
That was a pretty good show.
Yeah. But there, if I ain't mistaken, there was a crossover of Millennium and X-Files. I want to say around season 5 to 6. Because Lance came over because he was in the Millennium division.
I'm gonna have to go back and find that.
Because I do believe that did happen. Because they kind of verged on the same things. Oh, look, it's Chaos.
What's going on, Chaos? Well, for me, watching X-Files on Sunday night was like watching Monday Night Raw. Like, if you didn't watch Monday Night Raw, you couldn't talk in homeroom the next morning. Like, dude, did you see what happened last night on Monday Night Raw? Stone Cold came in with the damn Zamboni with the beer truck. Sable was showing her goodies.
Man, those years with Stone Cold and WWE was the best ones.
Oh yeah,
I laughed so hard at those every week.
Oh, you can still find the old clips too.
Oh yeah, I follow his page on Facebook.
Who, Stone Cold?
Yeah, he lives over in Nevada.
Yeah.
He lives south of Reno. He's got a ranch out there. because he's got his own brewing company now too.
Those were the good old days of wrestling, man.
They were. Today it ain't worth shit.
Monday Night Wars, where it was WCW versus WWE.
Those were awesome. Because you flip back and forth.
Nah, because you'll mess around and you'll catch WCW telling you what's gonna happen on WWE.
Yep.
Like, yo, you don't want to go nowhere. This is what's gonna happen. Damn sure enough, it happened. Like, man.
Yep.
That shit was epic. Glory days of wrestling.
Yep. But I still need to watch that damn Supernatural y'all keep talking about.
Dude, I'm telling you, start from season 1, bro.
Ain't it on Hulu?
It might be. Like, they might lose you after a few seasons, but it's a great show. I think it's a great show.
Hey, yo, Titan, have a good night, homie.
Have a good night, Titan.
So, who else wants to hop in, man?
And we got, what was another
Chaos? Get in here.
What was another good show?
Oh, so we're talking about shows? Okay. Chuck. The last one sucked though. The last season was trash. But
isn't that he's a serial killer? He's a serial killer that helps the cops.
Chuck? No.
No. What the hell movie was? What show was that then? Dexter.
Yeah. No, Chuck was with the guy who played Shazam, man. Chuck was about this guy. He fucking got like a CIA computer database like downloaded into his brain and shit.
Okay, I remember that show now.
Yeah, that one was really good.
Dexter was good.
Lost was good until the last freaking episode.
Dude, they lost me after the first season. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Were they all dead? Is that what it was? Like,
yep, they were all dead.
No, see, I never bothered to finish that show. I got hooked for like the first 2-3 seasons, but I'll be honest with you, I'm one of those guys that'll I'll watch the first season or something, and I'll tell somebody, yo, that shit is fire. Or like I watched the first a couple of episodes, something like this happened with Stranger Things. I watched the first few episodes of the first season of Stranger Things, and I told my boy Pete about it, and he went and watched it. He's like, yo, you finished Stranger Things? I'm like, nah, man, I ain't finished that shit. He's like, yo, you fucking told me about it. I'm like,
oh yeah, same thing with my ex-coworker. I told her I haven't watched Stranger Things since like the first season. She's like, what? I'm like,
I did watch season 2. Yes, I did watch season 2.
I watched the first and second season, and after that, I got to working so much, I said, screw Netflix. I wasn't paying for it.
Oh, I stopped paying for it because I don't watch the shit. That's why I stopped paying for it. So I'm already paying for Amazon Prime. I'm paying for freaking Hulu.
I'm paying
for Netflix. When you just gotta go.
I want to talk about a show that is near and dear to my heart. One of my favorite shows.
Bozo the Clown?
No. Mountain Monsters.
I ain't seen that forever.
I love fucking Mountain Monsters. I couldn't even like the theme song. That's my ringtone, like legit. But I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, that's just fucking cell phone.
That's my cell phone ringtone. Like I love the fucking Mountain Monsters show. Come on, yeah, Chaos, yeah. You're crazy if you don't like Mountain Monsters.
It is a good laugh.
Hell yeah. Like, I don't take the shit. Like, yes, some of the creatures that they are looking for are legit. Like, fucking, some of the names they give them, I don't know about. But, like, have you seen Judah on Hulu? No, I haven't seen that yet. But, like, dude, this shit is, like, it's fun. just it's to me, it's like going out. It's like watching you and a bunch of your friends out in the woods, fucking doing
Yes,
monsters.
yes.
That's exactly what that shit is, dude. Like, it's a bunch
To me,
of
it'd be like me going out with a bunch of hillbillies there in West Virginia. That's
like,
what I think.
Like that shit. It's a bunch of friends going out looking for fucking monsters, dude, and they have fun doing it. I love that show. One that slipped under the radar though was Alaska Monsters.
Yes.
From same production company of Mountain Monsters. Alaska Monsters only ran 2 seasons. It ran 2 seasons. The first season was really, really good.
Yep.
The one when the trap builder when he got hemmed up. I think it was like the first episode. From then on, he got hemmed up and he got like trapped in like a fucking, I forgot what he was in, but all he had on him was a knife, right? So from that episode on, you'll notice when he's ever out, he has a gun on his chest. Like anytime he was out after that, he carried a gun. He carried that gun on his chest. No more just having a knife on him. That show was pretty damn interesting. I liked it.
Yeah.
It's sad that it didn't continue because I think an Alaska Monster show would continue and would have been pretty good. I mean, it might have just been the cast who was on the show. I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't like gelling together. But I thought it was a good premise. Having the same shit as Mountain Monsters going on up in Alaska.
Well, the first season they had the tech guide, and the second season he wasn't there.
Yeah.
I did like Alaska Monsters. That was a good show.
Now, did they ever do Potluck or Potlatch?
Yeah, I think they did. So yeah, Chaos. I've watched every season of Supernatural except that last season.
I watched it. You don't want to watch the last episode.
That's what I'm saying. That's why. Like, no. Dean is my favorite character, man. Dean is probably my favorite character out of every show. Him and Mulder. Right? Nah.
Yep.
That's why I haven't watched that last season yet. I'm sure I will eventually. Because Supernatural is one of my favorite.
Dude, you know,
shows.
they came out with not a reboot, but like a precursor to Supernatural. It's called the Winchester. I think that shit is only gonna run for like a season. They're not even.
It's supposed to be their mom and dad.
Yeah, but it's only gonna run for like a season. They didn't renew it.
Yeah, Ralph. I've seen Weird or What with Shatner. That is a good show.
One of the greatest shows ever on TV that nobody ever talks about. The Turtle Man.
Oh my God.
Did you ever watch the episode of his where he talks about his Bigfoot encounter?
Yep.
That shit was his Bigfoot encounter was crazy. It happened to him when he was a little kid.
Yeah, I saw him give an interview on Saw Beast with them. Him and Turtle Woman. They are supposed to be at some conference here this month in Virginia, I believe.
Live action.
Did anybody ever see that one episode of Naked and Afraid where they were down in the swamps of Louisiana, I think it was?
Nope. Never watched those shows.
Dude, I'll find a clip of it. There was something walking around their campsite on 2 feet.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Then there's an episode of what was it? Bayou Law or something like that. I think it was like Bayou Law came on like A&E or something like that. And a dude had the cops come out. And he was talking about it. He just seen a Ruru and the ship ran past his house. He came to the door with a shotgun.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick little sidetrack. All right, so you guys remember the movie I was talking about earlier called The Lair, right? So
Yeah.
now, do you guys remember a little horror movie that came out a while back called The Descent?
Oh,
Great
yes.
movie.
Based off a
So-
book.
So, the movie The Lair comes from the guy who directed The Descent.
Huh.
Yeah. Neil Marshall directed this movie. He's the director of the first Descent movie, and that movie is just absolutely fucking terrifying.
That's the one with the women, right?
The women go down,
Yep.
they go cave.
What was
The
the one
cave
with
that,
Cole Hauser?
That's The Cave. That one's called The Cave.
And
But
they came out around the same time too.
yeah, but so I'm gonna read a little blurb about this movie. When Royal Air Force pilot Lieutenant Kate Sinclair is shot down over Afghanistan, she finds refuge in an abandoned underground bunker where deadly man-made biological weapons, half human, half alien, are awakened. Come on now. Don't that movie don't pique your interest? I'm gonna show you a little. I'm gonna bring up the.
Do they have a trailer for it yet, or is it just stills?
Oh yeah. There's a trailer for it. Hold on. The Lair. Let me look at The Lair 2022.
When's it supposed to come out?
It's supposed to be out already. It came out on like September 30th. Where is it? Nope, I don't like that. That's not a good picture. Nope, that's not a good one either. There we go. That's a good one. All right, share screen. I mean, would I get flagged for like going to the IMDb website and they had the trailer?
You're breaking up.
Would I get flagged if I went to like IMDb and fucking because they got the trailer on there?
Maybe.
Like, you know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna bring up the screen, the poster for the shit. But if you guys are interested in underground bases and secret alien human hybrid experiments and monsters and military and fucking going in and fighting these monsters, this movie's gonna be for you. So bring it up. Share
Actually, you
screen.
can watch it on YouTube if you got a subscription.
Probably that's the trailer for it. Well, that's the picture of the of what the alien's supposed the hybrid monster's supposed to look like. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Oh yeah,
I guess so.
It
I want them to come
Kind
out
of
with
looks
freaking
like
dog-
something off of crap.
Looks like a straight.
What was that damn
straight
series of
sci-fi
movies?
Oh, it said in theaters and streaming now. So when I watched the trailer,
Yeah, like I said, it's on YouTube. You can rent it.
like this is probably just top my
That's
hit the
probably
top
on
of my.
Amazon Live.
This
It's
shit
probably
just,
on Amazon Prime.
this movie just hit the top of my watch list. Because I didn't think they were gonna make it that fast, but apparently, shit, it's done. So
It actually got released last week.
yep. So go check out if you want. If you're into all that shit, go check out that movie because I'll be checking it out. Question: have you read the book The Watchers by Dean Koontz? It's right up your alley. No, I've read some. I haven't read The Watchers by Dean Koontz. I've read some Whitley Strieber books.
You should get into some Dean Koontz.
I've read Communion.
Secret School.
Yeah, Secret School. I've read a few of his fiction novels. I got it quite. Come on.
It sucked the way Hollywood did Odd Thomas.
See,
Hollywood's going to screw up everything.
So I never watched that movie. Thomas. That's what that kid who was killed by his own car.
Yep, his Jeep.
Yeah, his Jeep pinned him up against his gate, the gate of his house. What the hell? I'm sorry. What was his name again?
Oh crap!
Because he was the one that was in the
Star Trek
and the Fright Night remake with Colin Farrell, which the Fright Night remake was really good. You know they came out with a part 2 to that shit.
Really?
Yeah, like the new Fright Night, they came out with a part 2. The part 2 takes place in Europe somewhere, and it's supposed to be like after part 1. So Charlie's in like college or some shit.
Anton Yelchin.
Yeah. Movie is complete shit. Don't watch it. The book is excellent though.
Yeah, the book's excellent. They basically put 2 of the books together.
They say that about Jurassic Park also. They say the Jurassic Park book was way better than the movie.
Yep.
Hold on. I gotta turn my camera off for a second. I gotta fix one of my lights in my thing.
We still see you.
Look at the Da Vinci Code. The book was great. The movie,
it followed along the book fairly well, though.
It did, but the book was so better.
Hey, what's up,
John? It was. But to me, the way they remake so much, they got so many novels out here that they could go through and have great movies.
Oh yeah,
if they stick to the books.
One of them is the Area 51 books that came out.
Yeah,
like, miss me when they started getting to like the space vampires and shit like that. But like the first 2 or 3 books were great.
Yeah, the books. Jeffrey Kafer, he did the audio for him, the voiceover, and they were written by, what the fuck was that guy's name? Because I actually have all those books, like almost all those books on audiobook. What the fuck was his name? Robert Doherty. I think that's the name he went by.
Yeah.
But somebody said something in chat that I was gonna comment on. Watches the movie is garbage.
Yeah, bro, they finally did Jack Reacher right. That's what Jack Reacher is supposed to look like. Not some 5'5" dude.
Yeah.
Sugarbird, did you just watch the trailer for The Lair? Is that what you're talking about? Right? If that's what you're talking about, right? That shit looks... I'm watching that shit.
Yeah, the creature in it looks like something from Resident Evil.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be an alien human experiment. So, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. She just watched the trailer. Oh my god. See, everybody go check it out. I wouldn't steer you wrong.
Yeah, but how many times has there been a good trailer then the movie's an absolute piece of garbage?
Listen. If you liked the Descent, I think you'll like this one.
Yeah. The only times where the books and the movie was alike was basically Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
Never seen it, never read it.
Oh, that was a long series to get through.
You know what? Now that you just brought that up, that brings me to that one scene. Was it Clerks? No, was it Clerks? It was the guy that played in Clerks where he's spazzing on the one guy talking about Lord of the Rings and shit, and then the dude ends up throwing up.
Was it Clerks or Clerks 2?
It might have been Clerks 2.
Clerks 2 is the one with the donkey show.
Yeah, dude comes in, they start talking about the Lord of the Rings, and he just starts spazzing on them. And dude's like, "You mother," and he throws up right there in the restaurant.
DNA. Isn't DNA? I remember hearing about that movie. Did I watch that? Like I said, I watched so many sci-fi movies. I wouldn't be surprised if I did watch it. It does sound familiar though. But like I said, if I would like to be in a position to produce a movie for Hollywood, because you know what I'd do? There's a few stories on Reddit that are really fucking good and that will make some really good stories. I would go to these authors and be like, "Yo, listen, I want to option your story, possibly make a movie out of it. Here's a certain amount, and if we do end up making the movie, you'll get X amount of dollars and whatever on the back end, right?" There's so many good stories. So many good stories out there written by so many authors that need their shit put out there, because these guys are awesome.
Yeah. But the bad thing is, when Hollywood gets a hold of it, their writers will fuck it up.
I would follow that shit to a T the way it was written in that story. Because that's what made that story so good. That's what made the story stand. If I'm coming to you about your story, I wouldn't change a thing, because that's what made it. That's why I'm coming to you. It stood out to me. Like go ahead.
That's why when it comes to some of these newer directors that are coming out that actually don't have anything to do with Hollywood, they basically come out of college, they'll actually stick to what the story is.
Like there's a story that I listen to. Whenever I'm kind of like bored, I'll just put this one on because it's just a great story. It was narrated by it's been narrated by a few people, but the one that stands out, it was narrated by Nature's Temper, and it's called "Burning Down the Ozarks." You guys just go look if you get a chance. Go to YouTube, type in "Burning Down the Ozarks," and you'll thoroughly enjoy that story. I think that shit would make a great movie. It's about a cable satellite guy who's sent out to the middle of the Ozarks to set up a satellite at this creepy ass old house. But it turns out that the dude who lives there is like immortal, and he's the main henchman for an old Danish forest god who's trying to build like a tree army or some shit. And like the guy kills people and buries parts of them in his yard to help build these trees. It's a fucking great story.
An original.
Yep. And then there's another one called Dragon Slayer, where these U.S. military unit is stationed in is it Afghanistan? I forgot where it was. It's either Afghanistan or Iraq, somewhere over there. And they keep monitoring the way their base sets up. Their cameras are facing this old guy's house, right? And they keep seeing weird shit going on in this old guy's house, and the old guy keeps staring at the basement. Like every once in a while, they'll see a cab roll up, and two guys and a kid will get out, and then two guys will leave, and the kid won't leave. And that shit happens so often. And then one night, they're up in the control tower watching this shit, and the door bursts open, and you could see it like the hot outline of a kid go running out the door, and something else that was extremely bright go running out the door after the kid. It grabs the kid, and you can see the kids like the way the story goes, you can see the kid's like brightness dim, like all of his heat was being taken from him. they end up going over there and trying to help this kid, and it turns out that that this old man was really like a fucking ancient dragon or some shit. Like, it's another really good story. It's called Dragon Slayer. Look that one up. Like, I'm giving you guys stuff to listen to when you're bored. Like, these shits are really good. There's another one. There's two ones that are really good. One's called I'm a SWAT officer and we can't go into room 213 or some shit like that. But it's pretty much type in I'm a SWAT officer. And it's about this SWAT officer who goes to this school where some weird shit's happening, and shit just escalates. Shit gets really out of hand. And the way it's told and the way it's written, it looks like it would be perfect for like anime. Yep. And then the next notable, there's two more that I want to tell you about. One's called I'm a guard stationed at a secret prison.
Oh, I listened to that one. That was good.
You've heard that one? That one's really good. Like like the way the story goes, there's a few prisons stationed deep underground in the world, and they're where they hold these things, these people they call voids. These got people who have like weird fucking powers and shit. And one day there's a prison break, and all these fucking like weird people, weird creatures, and people with weird powers and shit get out, and they start like slaughtering all the like guards and shit like that. Then they start taking out each other, and then like a task force is sent in, and this task force is made up of other voids. So they're using their superpowers to help catch these other ones with superpowers. It's great written story. And then the last one, and then the last one I want to talk about is it's called Dirty Work. No, it's called Dirty Work Inc. This one's fucking great. It's about this like low-level mob guy who goes out to California, and he ends up hooking up with these guys that run the rackets for the paranormal mafia. For like the paranormal. So they're the paranormal mafia. They run the rackets for like the vampires and the werewolves and shit like that. It's fucking good. That would make a great movie or show. So go look up Dirty.
That could be fucking scary and hilarious.
Yep, go look up Dirty Work Inc. Man, that's probably the best one I've told you about.
Dog man and a vampire fighting over fucking shooting craps.
No, it's pretty interesting. I've listened to every one of those stories.
Just throw the dice, you snaggletooth motherfucker.
But see, Typhon knows what I'm talking about. Those shits are really good. Like if I was in the position to have a production company and I could run it and direct and create a movie the way I wanted to, I would go to one of these Reddit guys and I would be like, yo, listen, I want to do this, and this is what we're going to do, and I want to keep it as genuine to the story that you told as possible, because that's what made the story so good. No, it's not a movie. Well, there might be a movie called Dragon Slayer, but the one I'm talking about is a story on it's like a creepypasta. Somebody wrote a story called Dragon Slayer. But I would do that.
Yep.
Because there's so many good stories out there. Like, I don't know why Hollywood is floundering with why let's remake this, let's remake that, blah, blah,
with the lack of creativity.
Yeah, fucking, it's horrible. It's hard. It's trash now.
But if you're gonna redo a movie, redo the right movies.
Yeah, the ones that are shitty and make them good.
Oh,
like I was saying before, there's no reason to remake the Fantastic Four. This would be the third time.
Oh,
Yeah.
one more story I'm gonna mention. I don't know if it's ever been narrated, but it's called "The Black Helicopters Are Real." It's like a 7-part story, and that one. See, the thing I like about Reddit, right? The way people can write their stuff. Now, it's a platform for people to come on and tell a story and shit. But then sometimes you'll see some shit like somebody will post something, and it'll kind of be like a factual. It'll kind of be like a factual military, like something that happened with the military or something like that. And you'll see the post, and then the person will have not posted anything. They won't have posted anything before or anything after that. And you know what I mean? That I like those kind of stories because it's like, oh shit, this guy posted this. Maybe this shit happened, but I don't know. Whatever. The Black Helicopters Are Real story. That shit is a really good one. It's about a dude who starts working for the UDIF. I don't know if that's a legit thing. It's probably just part of the story, but it's called the United Defense Intelligence Force.
That kind of sounds legit.
Yeah, it does.
It kind of sounds legit.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I came across this story, and it's like a 7-part deal, and it's a guy telling what happened to him and how he hooked back up with a buddy of his that had joined the Air Force, and he became a special operator. And when he came back, he said like he looked completely different. Like he was covered in tattoos. He had fucking long hair, a beard and shit. And he was telling him about like some crazy shit that he was had been a part of, and he was like doing it all in secret. And like I said, on this, I went to this profile. I went to the profile, clicked on it. There's nothing before and nothing after that, and there is like a lot of time between posts. You know what I mean? So it's a really, I think it's a hell of a story. This guy becomes part of something called the United Defense Intelligence Force, and
you know what that could almost sound like it's Russian or British.
They go to this area called the land that doesn't exist. I wonder what that means. What land they say doesn't exist, guys?
Atlantis.
No, not Atlantis. What do they say doesn't exist? Shit beyond it. Shit beyond that ice on Antarctica, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't know, man. See, it's fucking interesting. Go read it. That's the go. You gotta. I don't think that one's on YouTube. I don't think it's been narrated. You gotta go read it on Reddit.
My Reddit login is on my other laptop.
Go to Reddit and type in "Black Helicopters Are Real." But it's a hell of a story. Like I said, there's a lot of talented writers on Reddit, and I would go try to. Like I said, if I was a producer, I would go to one of these guys that had a terrific story, and I'd be like, "Yo, I want to do a movie of your story, and we're gonna keep it as close to the story as possible." Because why change it if it's really that good?
Oh.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh, Bud and Honey. Did you see they're making a fucking Grinch movie too, where he kills people?
I heard about it.
Did you see the trailer? I posted it in the Facebook group where Santa's a badass and Santa's killing people. It's with the sheriff from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna watch that. Absolutely. Santa. And the crazy part is Santa's a badass. Like they're using guns and shit, and he's using Santa magic against them, and just a whole bunch of badass tactics.
All right, Rogue, take it easy. Yo, I'm telling you, you're gonna enjoy that story. It's really good. Rogue's about to listen to that Dragon Slayer story, narrated by Nature's Temper. Now, I completely forgot. Have you guys ever heard of Dr. Creepin? He's another
No.
really good narrator. He's another really, really good narrator.
Better than Mr. Ballin?
Well, Mr. Ballin kind of doesn't like narrate like stories.
Yeah. Okay. He just tells them real quick.
Yeah, but Mr. Ballin, he puts out good shit too. I listen to him too. But no, Dr. Creepin did a series called Breach. And this series is about a group of I wouldn't even say a group, a unit. They're like, maybe they start out with maybe like 6 people, but then they end up like 7 people. They end up dwindling down to like 4 or 5. But yep, see, Typhon knows who I'm talking about. But they start out, they become part of an organization called Breach, which deals with breaches into other dimensions where shit starts coming over here. And like these guys have like they end up getting technology from a space marine or some shit from like a different dimension, and then they get to like these mech suits and everything. They get like these suits and everything that they wear, and it's like a 7 or 8 part series, and it's really intricate. It's really well told, and it's really well written. And if you guys want something to listen to again, Breach with Dr. Creepin.
Huh.
Yeah. Like, if you're driving in your car or something like that, put that on. It's a really good story. Breach. Yeah. Was there any more that I listened to? No, those are my top ones. Those are my top. Oh, plus Dixie Cryptid is narrating some of D.A. Roberts' books.
Yeah.
He's narrated the Project Odin book so far, and I think he's into like a second book already. But
he's already done it.
Yeah, the Project Odin narration, that shit is awesome. Go over and hit Dixie Cryptid's page, his YouTube channel, and go over there and listen to him tell D.A. Roberts stories.
Curse of the Wendigo is the second one he did.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good one.
But yeah, he did Project Odin. I'm waiting for like I have the Lakeview Man, but I want to see if they're gonna do that one as like a narration, because that's a really good story too. Oh, the cops saw it too? Shit.
Yeah, I remember a few years ago there was this.
You should have asked them. You should have been like, "Yo, you guys are seeing this shit, right?" You should have said what they said. You should have seen what they said.
I remember a few years ago there was a story that came out. I don't remember who did it, but it was called Dogman versus Rake.
Fuck.
We had a couple of different horror narrators, like, throwing their voice in.
I'm gonna look that up because I did listen to that, because it took a while for them.
Oh yeah, it took them like
come out with that. Everybody to like
6-7 months to
do their part and shit.
Those are the best ones.
That was a good story.
Unit 522. Yeah, Unit 522. Rake versus Dogman. That was a really good story being told too. Guys, when I'm cleaning or just putting around the house or some shit like that, or like in the shower, I go and I listen to a lot of creepy. I go to listen to like these narrators and stuff like that. These guys, the narrators are talented. The authors are talented. Another guy to check out is Dead Man Talking. I don't know if you guys heard of him. He's really good too. A lot of his stories are really good. Like the Windladder Forest Secrets. That one was really good.
I Was Hired to Hunt Cryptids.
Yep, I Was Hired to Hunt
That's
Cryptids.
That's a good one.
That one was good. Windladder Forest. The fuck. There was another one. The Gugway. There's like he did one with like a Gugwee siege of Red Oak. Yeah, the Gugwee siege of Red Oak, Arkansas, or some shit like that. Yeah, that one was really good. Who wrote what? I said like 8 different stories, man. You had to be a little more specific.
The guy who wrote Dogman vs. Rake.
Yeah. He wrote that himself, but he gave other parts to other narrators to like narrate for him so he could add it to the story. Like it was a whole thing. I remember waiting like a while for the whole thing to be completed, and it was actually really good. That shit would make a really good movie too. Honestly. Yeah, Red Oak, Oklahoma. Dead Man Talking wrote the Windladder Forest Secrets. Yep. There was another one. What the hell was it? The Windladder Forest. That was the one that took place in the UK. There was one he wrote. There was one that was written that was taking place over here. It was a Dogman story. What the fuck was it? It was a really fucking good story. You know, I'm gonna go look it up because it's gonna bother me that I can't remember what the fuck the name of the story is. Okay. Oh man. Dead Man Talking, Dogman stories. I know wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. What? Not to be sparing legs. So. What?
Now, all right. So I remember you playing some shit like right when I got out of the hospital where it was, I guess they were at like some kind of military facility and something broke out and they were on the bus and it just started attacking the bus.
What? I was listening to that.
Dude, every time you picked me up from rehab, you were playing that shit. Not drug rehab. I'm talking about like physical therapy rehab, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, well, you got to be specific with that. People will take that shit anyway, you know.
Physical therapy rehab.
What the fuck is this? I'm getting mad. I can't find the name. I can't find this fucking story. It's not the Windladder Forest Secrets. It's not The Scariest Thing in the Woods, which was another one.
No, but I like Dead Man Talking, man. I gotta get back on Reddit. Like that's just
what?
Like I gotta get back on Reddit, but that's how like my login for that is on my other laptop, and I haven't plugged that shit up in like 6 months. I don't even know if it's gonna turn on if I plug it up.
What'd you do to it?
I did nothing to it. I just haven't plugged it up. That's just sitting on my couch in the living room.
When I'm bored, that's what I'll hop on Reddit and I'll read. Because, like I said, some of these guys are really talented, and they should be highlighted because some of these stories are fucking great.
Yeah, there's a creepypasta about a guy going up to Alaska, and he went into some underground facility. It was really good. It was abandoned, I believe. Dang, I can't remember the end of it.
Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so popular. Dungeon, nope, not that one. Where the fuck is the story? Oh, yep, there it is. The Buckthorn Valley Horror. That's a really good one by Dead Man Talking.
Shoot, with a name like that, it sounds like it'd be for real.
Yep. Exclusive to DMT playlist. Let's see here. How many? I'm half blind here. Let me put my glasses down. All right, so DMT crew members only. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that's like the only one I see that would be like. Oh, there it is. Exclusive to Dead Man Talking. No, I don't want to play all. I want to view full playlist.
A what list?
No, a full playlist of this one.
Oh, okay. Thought you said something else.
Yeah, it's scary. Buckthorn Valley Horror. It's a really good story. So is The Scariest Thing in the Woods. It's just been an entertainment kind of night. We're giving you guys movies to watch and stories to go listen to. And
yeah, I'm gonna have to put a new playlist on one of my phones. I got so many saved videos on my one phone. Well, on my one account on YouTube.
But we've been going almost 3 hours, guys. I think we're gonna cut this one. Me and Bass got a long day tomorrow. Oh, and I want to say
I've been up almost 24 hours.
Just want to say thank you guys for all the condolences, everything regarding my brother. It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all. And yeah, so go over. Oh yeah, don't forget, go over, check out my TikToks. It's over there. Me just making videos and putting that shit out, having fun with it. The email is thetruthisouthere@gmail.com. Scrolling across the bottom there. The Xbox gamer tag for all you folks out there that play Call of Duty, The Truth 016. That's the gamer tag, The Truth 016. If you find me, Bass is on my friends list. That's how you'll get Bass's gamer tag, because he ain't gonna say it public.
You got to figure out which one is him, though.
No, yeah, he's got like fucking 6 of them or something like that.
No. I just got one, but my gamer tag on Xbox does not have Bass in it.
No, it doesn't.
See? So they're gonna have to fish around.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be hard.
It's in there though. So if you can send me a friend request on Xbox. Go to TikTok. It's me being stupid over there.
Anybody that plays Madden, you link up with Truth. You get my gamer tag, and we can run this shit. And I guarantee I'll make you cry.
Oh, and plugging again this Friday night's show. me and Bass will be doing we will be interviewing JD Ross, host of the Weird Wide podcast.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one. That was gonna be good.
Cool ass dude, funny as hell. Pretty. See what me and Bass do? Same type of shit, man. He's funny as hell. And yeah, so everybody come over and check that out. It's this Friday, 11/11 at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But we're gonna end this. So thank you all you guys for joining us. D.Doss, thank you for copping in and shooting the shit with us about movies, man. It's greatly appreciated. Mr.
Movies,
Willcutt.
comic books.
Yep, Mr. Willcutt. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Bass is gonna get your ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you.
Well,
I haven't
you
thought
can
about
get
it
me
yet,
when
but
y'all come back to Tennessee.
no, I'm gonna send something to your ass in a package.
I won't get it because my sister will be getting it first, and she'll feel the effects of it.
Please do not open.
I'll tell her to open it. She'll do it.
Then you're gonna have to deal with your sister.
She'll get over it. She has a forgetful mind.
All right, guys. So we will see you
Wrap some damn stink bombs in the damn hoodie or shirt. So as soon as you pick it up to stretch it out, it's just gonna hit the ground and break.
All right, guys. We will see you on the next one.
Later.
Take it easy.
Have a good night, guys. Thank you.